Yeah. Welcome to the TezDown. I'm your host, Tez. I'm 24. I am just now getting back from let's just call it a excursion that I went on. Excuse the voice, as you know, different climates bring different ways to get used to it. And part of getting used to being in a different colder climate that I'm in now is my voice being a little bit lower, a little bit more grumbly. So it's a good thing we got this new mic because this mic makes sure that everything is picked up really good. We got a good show for y'all today. The title of today's show is called Choices. You are them. Lately, I've noticed a lot of people are coming around and coming back and saying that, people are fooling them, people are tricking them, and things are just not going their way. Well, why do you think they're not going your way? It's got a lot to do with your choices. The things that you pick, the people that you pick, the places that you want to go, and the things that you want to experience while you're there. Those are all your choices. Those are all your choices. You know, I I really gotta think about this and say, what is this? Hold on, that's not the right thing. Let's get rid of that guy real quick. The people who you let in your life are they're vehicles. Whether you want to believe it, whether you want to realize it, whether you want to acknowledge it, the people that you let in your life are vehicles. Some people are going to take you up as an elevator. Some people are going to take you down. Some will, some won't. I mean, for me, I like to choose people to be around me when I am around people, that is, because I'm not around people that often. But I like to choose people to be around me who are more suited towards the life that I think that I should live. And I'm not talking about envying somebody else's life. Shout out to Passport Sco. He's in here early. 333 in the chat. Passport Sco, what's up? I'm not talking about the the ideal dream lifestyle that everybody seems to be obsessed with. I'm not obsessed with a dream lifestyle. I am, however, concerned about my growth or in with my growth is stunted or the type of people who have chosen to be around others and the type of people that we've choose to leave around us. The choices that we make when it comes to people that we deal with. I'm really big on picking well, picking right. Like I always like to say, my picker's not broken. And it's funny how that ties in. I've had a number of group of people that will come up to me and talk to me about random stuff or tell me about how their life is looking and about the people that they're dealing with in their life. And I just got to say, a lot of the times, these people, what's really happening is that they're being stunted. Their growth is being stunted by the people that they choose to hang around. And that's why, like Cortez, you can't just be an introvert your whole life, and you can't do that. But I kind of can. I can be an introvert my whole life if I want to. I can be an introvert my whole life if it means that people aren't going to be around me who don't have the best intentions for me. I can be an introvert if don't have the best if people don't have the best feelings about me. I can do that. Shout out to Soft Rain. She in the building early too. What's up, Soft Rain? How you doing? I see others are starting to file in. Y'all do me a favor and share this to your social medias. It'd be real nice if y'all could do that for me. I appreciate you. Let people know that we got a show. What's going on? It's live right now. You know, um, I do want to spend a little bit of time, on this today, and I think that we got the time to do it. I think that we have the know how to do it. I think that we have the presence of mind to do it, and I think that's going to be a good one. I do want to start today out with a little bit of sports talk. Okay, so before we got a special guest, I'm letting y'all know that already. We got a special guest today, but I will be spending some time on the sports talk before we introduce our special guest. If you looked at the things that I posted already, then you know who the special guest is. But if you didn't, then maybe you'll be surprised. But first things first today, we're gonna talk about we got to get back to our roots, and our roots are primarily the fact that we have been, a sports show as well as a lifestyle show, and life and sports go hand in hand. Um, if you guys didn't know, I just came back. I was inducted into the Hall of Fame, and and I got a nice little Hall of Fame trophy to go along with it. Probably won't be able to see too much because it's a crystal trophy, but I have a nice little Hall of Fame crystal trophy that I can now put up in my house in my trophy case. It looks kind of cool with the light hitting it, doesn't it? But yeah, I can illuminate this beautiful trophy and put this in my house. I am now a Hall of Famer. So I added to the other list of accomplishments. I figured I'd show my Hall of Fame trophy at least once in this life. It's heavy. It's heavy because, like I said, it's a crystal trophy. It's heavy, so I'm not about to be handling this or letting people handle it. I don't want my crystal trophy shattered or broken or having nicks and cuts and dents in it. So I'm just gonna put it back in this package before we get moving on today's episode. We're gonna start off in sports. Thank you, Soft Rain. I appreciate it. Pull it back up. We can't see it well. All right, y'all got one more, just because she asked. All right, so it's a crystal trophy. As you can see, it's crystal. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful crystal Hall of Fame trophy as a reminder of my involvement. As you can see, it's not really small, but it's not huge either. Definitely looks bigger in person, but I have big hands, so don't judge them by the size of my hands, guys. It's a nice trophy. Um, let's put this in this packaging. So while we're getting going, I couldn't help but make the joke. I had to do it. Um, at the beginning of this, we talked about Shador Sanders and the Browns not wanting to give this man a chance, and they said that he wasn't worth the picks, and that it was justified that he was a fifth round pick, but I don't think it was when all the boards had him going first. All the boards had him going first, but you guys said that he was justified as a fifth round pick. I didn't believe it. I didn't buy it. I still don't buy it, and I'm going to show you why. This man had almost 400 yards passing and 4 touchdowns against the Tennessee Titans over the weekend. Let's get some Shador Sanders in here while we wait on our guest. So obviously, looks like he was playing his butt off to me. They would have won the game too. I'm gonna let you guys know that they would have won the game too if his coach didn't decide to take him out during crunch time. They would have won the game too. So he might have something to say on this. I think y'all know who he is. Put your hands together and welcome the Classic Codes to the TezDown. What's up, Classic? How you doing today, man?
Yo, what's the word, Tez? How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Coming back to the snow is always eye-opening to let you know about how the nature of nature, the world works. There's a season for everything, it seems. Nice little double entendre right there.
You said coming back from the snow.
No, I said coming back to the snow.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, ain't no way it was snowing where you was at.
There was no snow. No snow. And if there ever is, we have a problem. What's up, Peachy? How you doing? Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for that. Congratulations. I appreciate you. I really do.
What up, chat?
We got Snow in here. Congrats on the Hall of Fame. Another big W. Thank you, Sco. I appreciate you, man. Soft Rain. Almost stop telling me to pull that up. I already done showed y'all twice. I appreciate it. I got a Hall of Fame ring to go with it. Maybe I'll wear it on stream one day. I still got it in its packaging. I'm not really big on pulling out celebrations when the job ain't complete, but I guess it is kind of done now. For me, I just feel like if I'm still going, I'm still going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we spoke offline, but just so people could see it, congratulations, bro.
Thanks again, bro. Thanks.
Sure.
Y'all don't know this, but Classic hit me up to congratulate me while I was gone. I appreciate that. Classic made me feel good about myself. Really did. As usual, when you talk to Classic, I'm gonna let y'all know something. If you write with yourself and you write with the world, talking to Classic gonna make you feel good. If you're not right with the world, talking to Classic not gonna make you feel good. I don't know. So anytime somebody say, "Well, I didn't feel good after I talked to him," I'd be like, "What's wrong with you then?" Right? Because I feel great. I feel fantastic.
Yeah, man.
I think so. I know you missed the first segment. We talking about how choices, and in this case, the Cleveland Browns choices may have led them to a losing season, even though they have what everybody wants. They have a quarterback that could do it all.
Yeah.
Conversations with Soft Rain, throwing up the bottles and the cheer. We know what Soft Rain be talking about. Soft Rain said, "Classic
What up?
333."
What up, Softy?
How you doing in there, Softy? We feeling good today. It's a nice. It's Tuesday, right?
I don't know. I try not to keep up.
I be forgetting track of days too, man. Like, I really do. I think it's Tuesday, and if it's Tuesday, then y'all can give us the threes days. Offer all the threes in the chat for that. So that's how it's gotta be. It's gotta be not the twos. We the ones, y'all. Just letting y'all know. We're gonna hop right over two and go straight to three. All right.
Yeah.
Last night on the Classic Codes, we got into a very interesting conversation.
Oh yeah, a
And
few of them.
yeah, today's now we talked last week before any of these shows popped up, before any of the topics of conversation really came through. We talked last week about people's choices, and that the things that they're choosing are the reasons why they're in the positions that they're in. And I came up with the tagline: choices, you are them. Because what are we other than the sum of our own choices? Everyone's trying, if y'all didn't watch Sunday Service, which y'all should have watched Sunday Service over on the Raw Society Coalition channel. If y'all didn't watch Sunday Service, you missed an important conversation about the place of deities in your life. Everyone wants to blame the deity or ask the deity to do something for them that they've essentially been given the opportunity to do themselves. Like if you ask the deity, "Oh, could you help me walk down the street to go get this?" You're probably not going to get an answer, because you have the ability to get out of your bed and walk down the street to go get what you need to get. Lord, give me strength. You already have it. You just used it on asking for more strength. That, like, there are so many things that I have a problem with when people want to use any type of religion to justify their behavior, when it's ultimately their own choice whether they want to be screwy or not. It's their own choice. I I hope the Lord would just send me a good wife. I hope the Lord would just send me a good husband. You probably ran into 40 good husbands and 40 good wives this whole year. The thing is, your picker doesn't pick. At least not right. I've seen both men and women more than men, go on dates every weekend with somebody different this entire year. They might not want to call them dates, the same as they don't want to call people who they're sleeping with dating, but it is what it is. That person's in your bed. Y'all are in some type of relationship. You are outside with somebody who is not your husband and or wife. You were on a date. I don't care if y'all was just cooling, as some of the kids used to say. Maybe they still say that. I don't care if y'all was just chilling, as some people like to say. I don't care if y'all was kicking it. I don't care if they slid up or they matched, they linked, they did any of this colloquial language stuff that y'all put off like it's not the exact same thing that they've been doing for the last 5,000 years. Just gonna keep it real. That's your girl. That's your guy. That's your man's. What's up, Joe Jet? Joe Jet's in the building. Always like when you pop in, brother.
What up, Joe?
I mean, what do you think about this classic? Are people's own downfalls themselves and their own choices, or are we misjudging?
It's a nuanced question to answer, just because a lot of people are conveniently, they're conveniently a result of all their choices and their free will, when their free will and their choices add up to success. Oftentimes when people's choices and their free will usage doesn't add up to success, then you'll have a situation where outside factors are being blamed, or an outside factor is being called upon. It was all up to you, and then when shit got sticky, then it becomes, Lord help me, or Lord, give me a sign, or, Lord, give me the strength, or whatever the case may be. But it wasn't, there was no calling on the Lord or calling on whoever you believe in when you were using your free will to put you in the predicament that you now praying your way out of. You know what I mean? So I think people pick and choose, man. They use things when it's convenient. They'll quote the Bible to make a point and then do everything else outside of it. And then when you bring it up to make a point, they'll try to, reinterpret things. You feel me? That's
I gotta agree.
that's essentially what I take from it.
I have to agree full-heartedly. I have to agree that that's what's going on. I have to like. I don't know, man. Like, if let's just put myself in that position really quick. This is not blasphemous for all of you thumpers out there. It says that It says that we're made in His image, right? So I'm gonna put myself in that position for a second. If I'm made in the image of this God, and let's just take it back. Let's take it back a step. I'm a father. And although you may not be a father, I'm sure you've watched some kids before, whether they be nieces, nephews, or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think, let's just say I know that when a kid comes and asks you to do something for them that I don't know, they could do for themselves, it's like you tell the kid, you have the ability to do this, go do it. It's a difference between asking for permission and asking me to do it for you.
Absolutely.
It would be a totally different conversation if some of these folks were asking this deity that they pray to in any of their religions, hey, should I take a wife? Should I get a husband? Should I go outside and meet men? Whatever. That's not the question that's being asked. The question is, Lord, bring me a husband. Bestow a husband onto my being. I want you to come out of the non-physical into the physical to satisfy me, even though I am 1 in 9 billion. And even though you are not a respecter of persons, you're supposed to do this for me. And stop everything you doing with creating this universe, multiple universes, as we've come to find out. Stop everything you're doing while creating these universes to bring me something that I could easily do for myself. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. You looks like you have a flat tire. Can I assist you with this air pump that I keep in my car? No. Ugh. Well, I just want to help you out. I'm going to call the police. Girl, this man tried to help me today. Ugh. Wish I had a man. I'm gonna tell.
I never seen that. I never seen that before,
bro. I mean, you know what I do for my extracurricular work. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you.
Ah, yeah. That you would definitely see it before me in your line of work.
And then me, not being, an ugly guy. The first thing that anyone thinks when I approach them is that I'm trying to get their phone number, trying to hit on them, trying to get some butt. No, that's no men's words here. They think I want their cheeks.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves is when a woman gives me energy like I can't have her and I don't want her. Yeah, that's one of my greatest pet peeves. Chicago women got that shit the worst. They give you this. Worst. They give you this, boy, don't try to holler energy, and you got to give them the girl I wasn't. You got to give them that energy. I wasn't. I wasn't. Just as much as you trying to give me some I can't have you energy, you can't have me 2 times as much. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker wasn't thinking about you.
Before I left, right?
Yeah.
So like the day before I left, I'm on the phone with somebody while I'm rolling up to the gas station. And I ain't got on no uniform. Matter of fact, I had on this hoodie and this hat. And so I go in the gas station, I rock out at the gas station, and then I pump in my gas. And Shorty, she got a whole nother chick with her, and they go in the gas station and they buy a whole bunch of garbage junk food. You know what I'm saying? And she got the bag. She put the bag on top of her car, and she bought one of them gas station pizzas from like I don't know if you ever go to Thornton's, but Thornton's got my gas like one of the only gas stations that have the gas that I put in my car.
Mm-hmm.
And so she got one of them gas station pizzas, and she got it sitting on top of her car.
Right.
And with the rest of her stuff, open drink, like big giant cup of some, probably
Mm-hmm.
was just nothing but sugar, carbonated sugar. And she goes, "Yeah, girl, blah, 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 blah." She gets in the car, slam the door, turn the motor on. I see her backup lights on. And so I turn around, I'm like, "Hey, hey." So I'm obviously I'm not about to call her shorty. I'm just like, "Hey, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me, ma'am." And I started walking towards her. She started backing up like she about to hit me. And so I stopped. And I'm like waving my arms in the air. I'm like, "Hey." And she goes,
I'm here.
"Ninja, what?" And I'm like, "Ninja, what?" She said, "Ninja, what? What do you want?" I got a boyfriend. And I said, "Excuse me, ma'am. All of your purchases, including your dinner, are on your roof of your car. And you about to have a drink spill all over the sidewalk in your vehicle if you back up anymore." Her girl said, "Oh, we left the stuff on the roof. Thank you." She got the poo-poo face on, like this. You were mad that I helped you. On top of being mad that I helped you, you thought that I was trying to get your number. Nah, girl, I don't date stupid. You left stuff on top of the roof and then you pulling back. You worried about looking cute and gossiping with your girlfriend while you about to lose all $60 of this junk food you just bought. Here's the thing. They wasn't even at the gas pump. They pulled up. They wasn't getting no gas, bro. They came here for straight garbage. Liquor, gas
Food.
station pizza, food,
Stopping
candy.
at the gas station for a food run is wild. No,
Bro,
you don't care about your health.
bro. Joe Jett said, "Lord bless me with something I fumble and ask you for another, but will only be satisfied with what Satan offers." Yes, I'm confused, but throw the alley anyway.
My
That's
dog.
how it sounded to me, Joe Jett.
Yeah. Tez, I'll be right back.
All right. You would think, you would think that people in this society, in this day and age, you see somebody waving their arms up in the air and yelling, that you would at least see what they waving their arms up in the air and yelling about. Not immediately assume that somebody is trying to get your number because you're just that pretty. You look just that good that somebody is trying to get your number. No, 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 no. But here's my point. Let's say that I was. Let's say that I was. It's two girls in the car. Let's say that there's anything. What if I thought that maybe I was a movie producer? They blew their shot right then and there. Joe Jett said, "Yeah, don't date stupid. Junk food on top of the car today will be your child in the car seat tomorrow." See what I'm talking about? Common sense works. Common sense is not dead in the world that we live in. Common sense is still alive and well, and it's right here in the chat. Common sense lives. So I mean, we gonna get going. We're gonna play an excerpt from the Classic Coast. Classic will be rejoining us in a second, but we're gonna play an excerpt from the Classic Coast, and we got some stories for y'all today to listen to and to watch while we do this. We're gonna break down these stories today. This is not just about women, men. This is about you too. Notice what I said a little bit earlier. I chose. I continue to choose. I don't date stupid. With the idea of trafficking women, with the rise of the trafficking of women, do have a reason to be cautious. Yes, women do have a reason to be cautious. They really do. They really do. But I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Most traffickers is a little bit more smooth than throwing their arms up in the air and screaming, so the entire gas station can hear them about what you have sitting on the roof of your car. Here's the funniest thing about this. So I can hear the clip, Tiz. Go ahead, I'll be right back. Yeah, okay. Here's the funniest thing about this. The passenger said thank you. The driver, the driver who I was trying to whose picture I was trying to get, she didn't even say thank you to me for stopping her from the mistake that she was making. Didn't even say thank you. Yeah, traffickers are slick. You know, they go try to appeal to a person. You know what I'm saying? Like I've watched a lot of drug trafficking stories with my true crime stories, and traffickers will try to appeal. They always do. Y'all getting a little bit of this Justin Air Bear action. Y'all know I like some Justin Air Bear. Let's go ahead and get back to where we was at, y'all. Nope, nope, not my boys right there. Playlist. Yeah, we had this set up nicely, and then this happened, but we good. We good.
They try to get prophecy. I no, hell no.
Classic.
There we go, y'all. We back.
TezDown said she said she wanted to be in the movie but didn't need him there. She needed something that was just her. So good call. Miles Bachelor, TD Cakes. What you on, Miles? What you on? TezDown said bring this back in during the segments tomorrow during your appearance. Okay. That's a bet. We could pick up from here because I'm about to cut it short. But yeah, man, shout out to River TV, another amazing piece of content. I'm gonna go back and watch that today for my own personal enjoyment. Amazing piece of content. You know, just the type of shit we just, you know, a lot of people just ain't made of no more. But for the people that still made of it, you know what I mean? It's still happening. It's just the scarcity of it is a little disheartening. That's all. But shout out to River TV. Let's move. All right, so we got another reaction. So yeah. I get tired, you know. I get exhausted. Chat. I get exhausted. I get exhausted being right, chat. Real quick, chat. Let me pull up something, man. I get sick and tired of being right. Last week on my live stream, I did a piece of content, chat. Last week on my live stream, I said this. Last week.
Really nice guy, and that scared me, and that intimidated me. I'm not really used to that. I'm not really used to nice. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. All I heard was a long-winded way of saying, I don't like you like that, or I'm not interested.
Absolutely. We can stop right there. She don't like you like that. She not interested. Women don't like nice guys. I honestly would even go so far as to say if women had a choice, they would choose to actually be attractive to nice guys. They're genuinely not attracted to you nice niggas. They're genuinely attracted to niggas that don't value them like that. And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of that shit boils down to physical attraction. It really does. A lot of women see a man that they think is physically attractive, and then they try to get this nigga to be the human they want him to be. But they want this, they want to take the sleeve and then mold the man type shit. And whether conscious or unconscious. Because sometimes women be like, I don't think like that. I don't do that. You may not even know you're doing it. It's real though. He can stop right here. They don't like you like that, gang. They don't like you like that. You too fucking nice. It's too easy. She get what she want. You don't say no. You don't push back. You don't argue. They like that shit a little toxic, folks. They out loud, they gonna say what they supposed to say. They gonna sound perfect out loud. Out loud, they gonna sound perfect. I don't like to argue. Every woman I ever been on a date with in my whole entire life said they don't like to argue. Every single woman I ever been on a date with my whole entire life said the line, I don't like to argue.
Here's a question, Classic. Give me a rough estimate percentage. Out of everybody that you've been on a date with that said that they don't like to argue, the ones that you kept for however long you kept them, how many of them ended up starting arguments?
100%.
How many of those arguments did you think you started?
0%.
So if they tell you we don't like to argue, is that them telling you that I'm going to argue with you at some point because I've argued with everyone else?
It's my conclusion.
So that's a red flag, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So So okay. So I wasn't going
No,
through
no,
this.
no. I'm gonna be fair. It's not a red flag. It's a orange flag. Yellow flag. Because we know better. Like if I was naive, then okay, you lying to me, right? But I'm not
Mhm.
naive, so I don't even hear a lie, or maybe it's a white lie because I'm not naive. Like I get it, you following your script. You feel me? You in your representative mode, and you following your script. You telling me what you think I want to hear. But no woman has ever, like, women say they don't like to argue. It doesn't. I don't even know what to say. You know what I'm saying? It's hypocrisy. It's oxymoronic. I don't want to punch down on women, but it's just one of those things. Like, you know you're gonna hear it, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I
So here's
sure.
another good question. So, for lack of better ways to say this, before the age of enlightenment, if let's just say it could have been your youth, your early youth, because in a lot of ways we're still in our youth, especially when you talk to older gentlemen, they let you know you still young.
No,
Like
I'm
you still
aware.
got it all. You still got everything that I wish I still had. I heard that from so many older gentlemen as recently as this weekend. Like, bro, you still got it. And here I am thinking that I'm on a sunset tour, and they telling me, no, you got it all. Like, don't give this up right now.
Mm.
So before you got to the age of enlightenment, so to say,
Mm-hmm.
how many women did you willingly leave? Like, not percentage wise. And I don't
Girlfriend,
mean
like relationships, official
like
relationship.
you woke up one. I'm paying shoo dreamland time, y'all. We in here today. I'm back and I'm fully charged. I got all the vitamin D that I needed. Pause. It came from the sun, not from yours. You have to make sure that you're at least correct in some ways on the internet today. It's the dark side of content creation. They will twist your words. Not gonna let that happen over here. Not on the TezDown. Not with the RSC. No,
All
no.
the vitamin D I needed is a crazy sentence, bro.
It's crazy.
It's a
It is
wild ass
crazy.
sentence.
It's crazy. You see, they even villainizing the sun, bro. They done villainized the life giver. Y'all go watch Sunday service. It's a lot on the sun that was on Sunday service. And if y'all think that I'm plugging it a little bit too much, maybe I am. Maybe you should be watching because it was very good. So I gotta say, I'll speak first on this one. The dreamland scenario. Before the age of enlightenment, I don't think I broke up with anybody. I think I was always broken up with, even if I caused the breakup, which I have caused breakups. Even if I caused the breakup, I was always the one that was broken up with. I was always the one that was like, okay, well, I guess you're just gonna have to go then. You can stay if you want to. That was me back then. You know what I'm saying? He said
Yeah.
vitamin Diddy. I don't know about vitamin Diddy. I don't think that's nutritious. I don't think so. I don't think so, Joe Jet. I don't think vitamin Diddy is what the type that we need. Said, gonna have to have a bag of toxic tricks, make something up. Just randomly sign one day and say, she's breathing too loud. They need to argue with you about something. Control the subjects to argue about. Joe Jet, I think you were on to something. I think we're getting there. But yeah, I will say that classic in Dreamland, in the world that I can remember, I wasn't breaking up with chicks.
No, for sure. It was the same with me. That's what I was gonna say when you was asking me. Yeah, I wasn't really leaving my relationships uh for a long time. Well, I wouldn't say for a long time. That's relative, but or subjective.
Objective, yeah.
But for a little while, I'll say shit. Every relationship I got in, I thought I was trying to get into it to get married.
Yeah, I will say the
For the
exact
for the for the for the most part, and I'm talking about since childhood, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. I ain't really start having pointless relationships until early adulthood when I started knowing better.
yeah,
Before I know it sounds backwards, but I was dating a lot more intentionally as a child.
same.
Yeah, when I didn't know better, I was dating very intentionally
I,
as a
I
as
I'm
a
gonna say
child.
I
Yeah.
didn't go on a single date with somebody that I didn't think that I could marry.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go that far, but I feel you.
No, I mean, I was deep in the church, bro. Like we're talking about. I'm not going to say the name of that church, but I was definitely a part of a cult. People were, people have been, and some of them still are married. And let me tell you, I didn't get to comment on this the other day because I was literally in the sky while you were live. But I have to retort on a comment that somebody else made. I'm not trying to call them out, but I'm going to keep it real. There are some solid people out here. There are some solid people who what they say is what they mean. The person that they represent to you is who they are, and they wasn't out here in the streets. I know a lot more people than the average person that wasn't out here engaging in nefarious activities before the age of enlightenment or the age of viability. They were out here off to themselves, worshiping their God, listening to their dad and their mom, going home early, not being outside when the street lights weren't on. I know a lot of those people. I know them personally. I don't want to say intimately because that's a code word for something else in the YouTube spaces, but I know them very personally. And some people might call me their confidant.
When
I
you
know the
say,
nasty things that they could have done, maybe should have done, but we're not doing. I know countless individuals who got married, both of them virgins. In some ways, it was the church that made sure that happened. In other ways, it was their own fear of losing their own souls, which that's not something that you should fear, to be honest. If you fear it, it means something's going on inside you. Just saying. But you not to go too far down that road. There are lots of people that I knew who were virtuous humans who made it through their path. But here's the thing. Most of them got married at 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. We're not talking about people into their mid and late 30s and 40s getting married as virgins. You don't really see that too often. And I'm not talking about quote unquote born again virgins with these new nihilistic Christians either. I'm talking about real, ain't nobody ever been in you. Your hymen's getting broken, sweetie. That one. We talk about those. There's a lot of those people that I knew. I say knew because I didn't really keep up with a lot of people, but they got married early. They didn't have kids. They didn't have a bunch of bodies. They got put with one, or they found one that they liked enough to build with and marry. And let me tell you, because we're gonna go back into your show. Let me tell you, it was not an uncommon thing in the early 90s, the late 80s, the 70s, the 60s for people to go the distance in marriage after only being with each other. It was not uncommon. It was not uncommon. There are plenty of parents that we know, generations above us, that we know where they found each other in high school, they got married, and they continue forward. Some of them are still married today. A lot of them are still married today. I believe you gave your own testimony about this. Now, ain't nobody saying we know everything they did after. We just saying they still married, they had a successful family, they've been together 40 years plus. It just is what it is. I know quite a few. Like I said, my grandparents and my great grandparents were 40 years plus, 50 years plus, 60 years, and my great grandfathers and my great grandmothers 70 something years until they passed away.
Well, I think that was part of the point, is that those days are over, is what he was trying to say.
Yes, I do think that those days are over.
Completely, though. I mean, I don't believe that. I believe that we're in a space now where I believe that we're always gonna be in a space where everything exists. It's just the percentages of which thing is more prominent change a lot, right? So
Yes.
the type of woman that you're describing, that you're saying there are solid women out here, and I appreciate you agreeing with me on that one, because I mean, I stand firm on it. Me and him gonna just disagree. I get what he means, because when he uses the term all women, he's being figurative, but he won't announce that he's being figurative.
No.
Because by all, he technically does mean most. But by saying all, it's inflammatory. It's literally incorrect. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's 99.9%, it's still most. Right? All is like, definitive. And so I'm with you. I just think that the percentage of what you call solid, I think the percentage of those women has just, it's just more, it's significantly more rare. Would you say what do they call it with the animals? Endangered species.
Yes,
That's what I would say.
they are
Right? I would
pandas.
say, yeah, I would say it's an endangered species at this point. But to
Pandas,
say,
koalas,
yeah,
the Bengal tiger, white striped
hmm
tiger. You might
yeah,
never see a white tiger in person,
yes, that's what I'm saying. So
or they
I
call
would,
Siberian white tigers, right? You might never see
mhm,
one.
yeah,
Even if you travel to
true,
Siberia, you still might never see one.
yeah. So that's all I would say. And then of the small percentage of women that are solid, you got to think about what percentage of that small percentage is attractive women. Because
That's
you got some women that are great human beings because they know they ugly. You know what I'm saying? Just like some men. You got some men that are great humans, they're great people because they know they ugly. You know what I'm saying?
Joe Jett says the economic environment will bring marriages back, but the soul of these women is gone.
I can't disagree.
I don't have it in me to disagree with Joe Jett. I do have it in me to see what else Classic was talking about on Classics on the Classic Code.
On the first date. Every single woman I've been on a first date with my whole life said I don't like to argue. I said that last week on my live stream. I said that last week, okay? Now let's go ahead and slide over to the truth after dark. Cause I get tired of being right, chat. I really do. Let's slide over to the truth after dark. And let's listen to Azar give her testimony. She about to give a testimony. Y'all heard what I just said. Now listen to this story.
Like, I've been in a situation before where I was dating somebody and he was very like, what are we? And, you know, like we were just dating, like weren't sexual, and like he was catching a lot of feelings and I felt really guilty. So I get what the game felt like. I felt like, oh my God, I know that I don't want to be with this man.
Well, I got to point this out, and I'm gonna go back to this, but this I don't want to miss this point. If you are a traditional man and you know that you're dating someone who is not traditional, I don't think that you can be traditional with her in your approach to securing her. Because think about what she just said. We weren't physical, we weren't even kissing. He was catching feelings, and then he approached me and asked me, "What's going on here? What are we doing?"
Yeah, the translation for that is that he found himself trying to work his way out of what would have been the friend zone because he caught her in a pocket of time where she didn't have anything else better to do. And dealing with him did come with some amenities. And so she decided to entertain it. But
Yeah.
then she found herself in an emotional clusterfuck because she realized that she has some innocent man's feelings and his heart and his emotional stability hanging in the balance with her uncertainty. Well, not even her uncertainty, her perceived uncertainty. She's actually very certain she don't like the guy. You know what I'm saying? But it's from his perspective, it's perceived uncertainty. So he thinks all he has to do is just get the rest of the cup to just tip, right? When whole time that joint just been empty. It was never like if you knock the cup over, it's you don't even know, ain't nothing spilling out. You
don't even need a towel.
Gang, she don't like you. She do not like you, bro.
She was using him as a filler space.
Yep.
They'd be perfect in the chat.
Thank you for summarizing what I was trying to say. I appreciate it.
So,
I'm off about 2 hours of sleep, Chad. I'm trying to get warmed up. Give me like 10 more minutes.
If we giving testimonies and we're being honest, I've been that guy before.
Oh, for sure. Me too. It's how you learn. You live and you learn.
Yeah. Like if y'all didn't know, most of what I talk about, and I would hazard a guess here, that most of what you talk about is either stuff that you have witnessed firsthand or experienced firsthand. It's like if you were at the NBA finals and you saw Michael Jordan shoot the last shot and hit the shot, and you saw and you felt the wave of emotion that was in there, you can honestly say, I felt what was in the building. I was there. I watched it live. You might not have taken the shot, but you know what all of that feels like because you were there. But if you're Michael Jordan, you could talk about the preparation that it took to get the headspace. I'm going to make this shot. I'm not missing it. We're walking out of here champions. Two totally different perspectives, but in the same place. That's mostly where we speak from, guys. If I can guess and say that. I'm sure you would agree with me. In this case, I was the guy shooting the shot, right? I found, man, she was gorgeous. She was gorgeous. She was nice. She was gorgeous. She was pretty smart. She had her head on right, had a good job. She was sexy but modest. And I got her phone number, took her out after like 2 to 3 dates, and I was being traditional. I wasn't going in for no kisses. I wasn't sending nasty text messages. I was just feeling her out the right way. You know, the third time I was getting ready to take her out, before I took her out, I had some planned, obviously. I went to talk to her about what was going on. And I was like, I'm starting to get a feeling that I enjoy you a lot more than you enjoy me. And she said, well, yeah, you do enjoy me more than I enjoy you. And I said, then why do you keep going out with me? She goes, well, you're nice to look at. You're a lot of fun, but I, I, I'm, I just, I just can't like you the way that you want me to. And then she says, what time are you going to be here to pick me up? And I was like, I won't be. And she was like, well, if you knew and you felt and you were aware that I didn't like you that much, why did you keep coming out? And I said, well, the first date was to see if you liked me. You smiled a lot. You held my hand. You was nice to look at. I got a lot of props for having you around me. The second date was so I could be 100% sure. So I planned the third date with the intention of not having one. But if I was wrong, I would have went on this date. I can be wrong. I'm not 100% right all the time. I'm not a perfect person. But I'm right a whole lot more than I'm wrong, especially about other people. And she was like, well, I feel used now. And I'm like, how do you feel used? You haven't paid for anything. You haven't driven anywhere. All you had to do is show up and be cute. You accomplished that goal. I said, I came out of my pocket. I took you out. And now when I tried to elevate our status from just going on surface level dates, I find that you're not interested the way that I need you to be. You said it out of your own mouth. And she was like, you know what? You're just safe. You're safe.
Yeah.
Like I told my mom about you, and she thinks that I should date you, and my girlfriends think that I landed a great guy and I should just stay with the guy. But guys like you just don't do it for me. Yeah, physically, you're fine.
You were nice. You
Yeah,
were nice.
I was nice. I was
you were nice. You were getting the door. You were calling in advance.
Opening all the doors.
You were running on time. You spoke well to the hostess. You
bro.
Listen,
before our second date, I dropped off coffee. I dropped off coffee and flowers to her job before the second date. Right? Yeah. I hope all the gentlemen that are in the chat, I hope y'all are listening and taking notes. I dropped off coffee and flowers to her job, and like the other also she was a nurse. She was a nurse. But I went to the hospital she worked at. I dropped off coffee and flowers to her at the front desk. I wasn't gonna stay to give them to her personally. I wanted to deliver them myself to make sure the delivery was gonna go well and save myself $65 on delivery fees.
For sure.
And the secretary at the desk saw me, and the secretary at the desk was like, are these for me? And I was like, nah, sweetie, I don't know you. So who's these for? These are for Lynn. You know what I'm saying? Not giving y'all nobody's names, but I gave them to her, and dude, she went and got like 3 other nurses that worked there and one of the doctors to go get this girl. And they all standing there, and the girl's just like smiling, and they clapping for her like I didn't get I did a proposal or something. They all, you finally got one, girl. This is what we all wanted, and blah 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 blah.
Man,
right?
Man, that doctor that was standing there clapped.
The doctor clapped.
The doctor clapped.
The doctor clapped.
No, he clapped.
Yeah,
and he clapped.
Let me tell you. So I did find out later that the doctor did smash.
I know.
Because one of the nurses that worked there, one of the nurses that work there is one of my best friend's wives.
Yeah, I know.
She used to be feeding me all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to the story. So younger me, much younger me, mind you, younger me walks up out of there feeling like I'm 15 feet tall, shoulders all wide. I had on my nice clothes that day, brand new hat. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm walking out of there like He-Man him, you know? So we go on to the third date though. And she, you just don't seem like you want to go on this date anymore. And I said, girl, you just told me that I'm too safe and I'm too nice and that your mama likes me and that your friends at work like me and then your side friends like me and your gay friend likes me too. And you don't. So I'm not going nowhere with you. Dr. Clapper was like, good for her because I'm a dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, he was Dr. Clapping everything in there. Let me tell you.
For sure.
He was clapping everything in
For
it.
sure. I mean, we got the data now. We didn't know back then.
Me and him became friends.
Yeah,
I seen what he been into. I'm putting his name out there because I don't need that for him. But me and him became friends. I seen what he been at, what he gets up to. So anyway, Shorty comes, she tries to hit me back. I want to say like 3 months after that. I think I made a mistake with you. I said, yeah, you did. And I hung up the phone. That was it. I need no more. See, but here's the thing. That was the last time. That I've hand delivered gifts to somebody's job, flowers and candy and a coffee that they like. That's the last time that I did that, and unfortunately, I'll probably never do it again.
Listen, bro. The closest women are to liking nice guys is saying it out loud, bro. That's as close as it get. They don't like nice guys. I broke it down perfectly on this segment that we're covering. Genuinely, I believe there are some women that if they could force themselves to feel something for a nice guy, they would.
I think they would.
They legitimately, I think this is the one time where women be telling the truth.
Yeah.
They legitimately don't like nice guys, fam.
I think they would. Let me tell you. I said something the other day that I need to follow up on because I will also continue to hold myself accountable. I'm not a perfect man. And I said that if you were one of those people who left or did me wrong, do not come back because I will dog you.
Yeah.
And I think that we can infer what happened after that. I told y'all me and Dr. Clapper became friends. Which means that she wasn't done seeing me. I was just done seeing her, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Nah, for sure.
And let me tell you, this was before I started protecting my body and my energy. So I had no problem dogging people, especially when I felt wronged. So she got a little bit, she got TezDown. She does have TezDown syndrome to this day. She can't touch me. She can't talk to me. She has no access to me. She ain't getting taken on no trips. She ain't going nowhere with this dude. And all she gonna be able to say later on is, why didn't I like him when he was nice? But I like him when he treats me like shit. She liked me more after I dogged her out than she liked me the whole time I was being a proper gentleman. I wish that was the only case of this.
I think the only thing worse than being a nice guy is being a perceived nice guy.
Yeah.
Like, I still, to this day, I still get mistaken for like a nice guy.
Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, like I'm not a monster. Like I'm no, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not running around throughout the earth trying to steal, kill, and destroy or nothing like that. But as far as like when it comes to like females, like you'll see females like, oh, like you could just tell by the way they talk to you.
Yeah.
That they think they dealing with like some old soft ass nigga, you be like, why you know what I'm saying? Like, why
Mickey
you
Mouse voice gets me the most.
yeah, why you
Oh,
talking? Yeah, why are you talking to me
I would
like
never
that?
do that to you.
Yeah. Why are you talking to me like that, shorty? Fuck is you?
No.
I'm with the Ike Turner Management Program.
Yeah,
Yo,
like
whole time. You think you dealing with a peewee, you crazy. Like you think you talking to a peewee, you crazy.
Tez,
But it's just
why did you do that to me when
but
you were so
I
nice?
don't even know why people take you like that. Cause you present very militant. I'm just real chill. So like I'm talking about like on some in-person shit, I'm just so laid back. You feel me? So people be thinking, yeah they just think like it's like, nah, fam.
I come from a long line of athletes, entertainers, and military veterans, and most of them were all three. You know what I'm saying? So it's difficult when you have lived a regimented lifestyle your entire life, including the church being a huge part of my life over the years. Like it's really difficult to not be the same way you was brought up, militant, matter of fact, not like I hate to say it, but antisocial. You know what I mean? Like introverted. It's hard to not be that way when that's how you was brought up. That's what you used to. That's what gets you results. You know what I mean? So I totally understand why you would say that. Like I don't know why they think that I'm a nice guy when I'm really not that nice to begin with. You know what I mean? And really not very personable. Like it takes a lot for me to hang out with a group of people. What's up, Plug? How you doing? Plug is in the building, y'all. We didn't know if he was gonna make it today. Plug been busy.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. But yeah, being perceived nice is almost just as annoying as the treatment that you receive actually being nice. You know what I'm saying? I would say that's second. That's second on the list. Like that's yeah. But I'll let you cook.
But like also,
so I'm gonna take these dinners.
No, it wasn't the dinners. It was that. This is what it was. I'm gonna be honest. It was that he was such a nice guy. And everyone was like, oh my God, he's a nice guy. Like, he would never cheat on you. He would never this. He's handsome. He's so, like, he was like the perfect on paper, right? And I was like, I know this and I should want this man. Like, I need to want him. I need to love him. Like, and I just.
That's the part of the show I want to focus on, Classic. I'm going to keep going with the story, but that's the part of the show that I want to focus on.
Oh, yeah,
I want
this
to focus on the guy that's not ugly.
No, go ahead. This is perfect. This is perfect.
The river conversation, I want y'all to go tap in with the classic codes. This episode specifically, we might even play an excerpt from River later on. But the Denzel Washington's wife never said he was ugly. She didn't say he was the sexiest man alive like the rest of the world did. But she said he was cute. He was cute enough. That's what Denzel Washington's wife said. He was cute enough. The rest of the world thought he was the sexiest man on earth, but to her, he was just cute. But yeah, because all the time, all the time, I want to make us big for this part. All the time, what we catch is the lie of him not being attractive physically. Yeah, girl, he just don't look good to me. That's not freaking true.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's the great part to point out is that people like people will try to say, well, maybe she just wasn't physically attracted to. Nice dude, these nice guys that y'all speak of, even the nice guys that nice guys go to the gym, nice guys be at the barbershop, nice guys take care of themselves. It's like you said, the brother be a handsome brother.
I hang out with him.
Well put together, you know what I'm saying? Collared shirt, speaks well, good diction, literacy.
Yeah,
somebody
bulging out the quarter zip.
Someone that your parents would be very happy for you to bring home, and you just don't feel. I'm talking about don't feel nothing.
Don't feel nothing.
Yeah, but that is a key factor to point out. It don't be because the nice guy is physically unattractive. It be because he's nice. But you gotta let that video rock because the breakdown is perfect. It's literally perfect.
Hey, y'all heard it, Classic. It's time to go in.
Like he was like the.
Did y'all hear that, chat? Are y'all listening to this shit, chat? Say something, chat. Do not, whatever you do, chat, don't fucking go quiet now. Say something, chat. Classic. When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm right, chat. Hold on, G. I don't think y'all get it.
No, it
and
wasn't the
these
dinners. It
trips.
was that. This is what it was. I'm going to be honest. It was that he was such a nice guy. And everyone was like, oh my God, he's a nice guy. Like, he would never cheat on you. He would never this. He's handsome. He's so, like, he was like the perfect on paper, right? And I was like, I know this and I should want this man. Like, I need to want him. I need to love him. Like, and I just literally couldn't do it. And I was like, oh my, and I was forcing myself, like, I have to try to like him because this is the man I should marry. This is the man I should be with. Like, he's so nice. And I don't want to be the woman where it's like, you don't like a nice man, because I do. But it was just something about him where I was like, I can't get into it. And like romance, I couldn't even mention something. And then the next day it's like, oh, here, like just everything, the thoughtful, the romance of this, everything was there, except the connection was there, not there. And I knew without the connection, I couldn't have a real relationship. So I would tell him, like, look, I don't know. I would be very transparent, honest the whole time, because I was like, I don't know if this is what I want, really. I don't feel it. And he would just force it, press it. And I'm like, finally, I was like, look, I feel so bad, but I just can't get into it. Like, I'm sorry. And I know I broke his heart. Like, I felt so sick, but I was honest the whole time.
The more and more I sit across.
Y'all heard that, right, chat? Y'all heard that, right, chat? This what I said. This no. Y'all gonna sit through this shit. Yeah. No. Cause when I'm right, I'm right. Cause I was, for being honest on my platform, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't know the dark side of being content creators unless you're a content creator. But being honest on your platform, your honest assessment, because this is a sociology channel. So your honest assessment of what's going on outside, your honest look at it, your objective look at it. You get data, you get stats, you cross-reference, you come to conclusions, right? And then I come on here and I give it to y'all. And then you got chicks telling me, oh, you're a misogynist, you hate women. You know, that's not true. I disagree. Disagree with this. Disagree with this. This was my breakdown, chat. This was my breakdown. When I'm right, fam. You nice ass niggas gonna lose every time. It might be the number one fucking lie they tell. Who starts all the fights? If the man is a man, let's paint the picture, because you got a lot of niggas out here you got a lot of men that ain't men. You got a lot of men that ain't men. It's a lot of BANs. If y'all know what the acronym is, you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of BANs. And really it's two women in the house. But if it's a man and a woman in the house, who start all the fights? Who the first one to nitpick? Who the first one to bicker? Most men that come in the house and won't talk for 45 minutes if don't nobody say nothing to them. Chat, let me know when I start capping on us. Let me know when I start capping on us, chat. Hold me accountable, chat. Huh? He can stop right here. She don't like you like that, folks. You too nice. Listen to how he finna explain, and this is what makes the monster that eventually gets the results he wants. Listen to how he translates this. He's about to explain that he actually knows the answers. He knows the answers to all his problems that he has. He don't want to be that man. Watch this.
Do not believe you. I do not believe you. Out of all the horrible things that you said men have done to you over the years, you're afraid of being treated right? Really? So you mean to tell me I can call you a bitch all day, every day, but calling you beautiful makes you uncomfortable, right?
He will begin to start calling women bitches.
So you mean to tell me that I can cuss you out, but too many compliments are cringe? You mean to tell me I can
He's about to start cussing women out.
Abuse you, but affection gives you anxiety? You mean to tell me
He may start warming up his backhand.
I can cheat? You mean to tell me I can cheat on you, but commitment makes you uncomfortable? Really?
He's going to smash his work wife.
Really? You mean to tell me I can ghost you for months at a time, but a guy who looks forward to talking to you every day, that makes you feel weird?
He's about to become nonchalant.
No, I don't believe you, ma'am. Go all the way to hell. You either need to stop lying to me or go to therapy. One of the two. But I don't.
This man just started his villain arc, ladies and gentlemen. He just started his villain arc. The chat.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
Classic. That sounds oddly familiar to something that I was just talking about a few minutes ago. Look, I'm telling you right now, I'm not proud of how I did Shorty. I'm not proud of how I did Shorty. I'm not proud of how she did me. I'm just saying she got what she deserved after what she did.
Okay.
I'm just saying that if I was put in the same position and it was happening again, that it would happen again. This is a cycle.
When did you stop being a nice guy?
I was 26.
Damn. Shit. Boy. Damn. Are you okay?
This happened when I was 26.
You took them shots for that long? 26 years old?
I was out of the game. You know, I was exploring the world, living life, and fighting the government at some point.
Shit.
So I was out of the game for a while, and I was away from it. But you know, when it was like, okay, well, you know, I have no more obligation to the government. I have no more obligation to anyone but being an adult. Let's go out here and find a wife finally.
Yeah.
And
46.
yeah. Shorty still ain't married, by the way.
They normally aren't. You got out here in the field. So when did you start hunting to go through your nice guy experience? Yeah, like, I mean,
it started in my youth. It started during school. You know, I had three real girlfriends from like the sophomore year on of school. What I mean by real girlfriends is I'm at their house, they're at mine. Our parents know each other. We go to Christmas dinners and all that stuff together. That started when I was a sophomore in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We knew our parents knew that we were hanging out. In one case, our parents knew that we were sleeping together. You know what I'm saying? And it was sanctioned on one side. Obviously, my side wasn't going because we were super Christian, but the other side was just like, hey, make sure you're wearing condoms. We don't need no grandkids.
Type shit.
That's a legitimate thing that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? A father approached me about, hey, I know how my daughter's nature is because she's her mother's daughter. Wear condoms with my daughter. That literally was a conversation, and the man handed me a box of them.
How he know which ones to buy you, gang?
He said, and I quote, "She is her mother's daughter."
How he know which condoms to buy you, gang?
Have you seen me?
Hell, fuck no. and I hope he hadn't seen you either.
No, he had not seen. He had not seen what the TezDown is. What's up, Robert Ellis? Shout out to Robert Ellis for showing up. Y'all need to tap in with Robert Ellis if y'all on the business side. How you do? I met this
Rob,
young gentleman, Robert Ellis. This is classic. We hope to see you at the show in at Q Bar on February 13th. We will be there. Classic will be also B class as well that day. So it's going to be a full packed night full of all types of fun and revelry activities. So yeah, once again, tap in with Robert Ellis. How you doing, man? I appreciate you. You are a very cool young gentleman. I don't meet that many cool people out in the streets. I met him out in the streets and it was nice. Y'all tap in with the man's business. Robert, since you in here, if you want to drop a link or anything for anybody to contact you on some business stuff, go ahead and do so. We welcome young, successful Black brothers on these channels. We even welcome the old ones, but it sounds so much better to call them young. You know what I'm saying? Joe Jet. But yeah, so anyway, in the school, you know, I was the premier athlete at the time. You know, my name was ringing a lot of bells, and you know, the father was African, so he just knew. He knew. You know what I'm saying? The father knew. He was just like, hey, she's her mother's daughter. I know what she'd go for because this is what her mama went for. And I'm like, that's way too much information, sir. I'm not even sleeping with your daughter. I was lying through my teeth. And he was like, he literally gave me one of them looks like, I got cameras. He had cameras before it was like popular to do so because he had money. You know what I'm saying? Like he gave her a Mercedes when she was 16.
Mm-hmm.
He had money. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like, you left out of the house at 3:45 last night. Nobody's here for that long. without without getting what they came for. It's like, look at you. He was like, look at you, look at you. I was like, I wasn't even gonna argue with him. I wasn't even. He let me in. He let me in his house, stay in here, knowing what I'm doing. And sir, you and I have come to an understanding. You know what I'm saying? And but at the time, though, you have to understand this too. He was from Africa. He was not American at all.
Yeah.
From Africa, and his whole family was African. He got with an American woman to make these kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they got divorced after having like a bunch. So he was already at this point of understanding what goes on here. And he told me out of his mouth, they don't act like this in Africa, and women here are different. But and if you lived in Africa right now, you would be married and probably a chief somewhere with everything that you got going on. He was like, that's just how it works. He's like, America doesn't work that way. They leave their young youth, their strong men, they leave them in schools. And I looked at him like, did you really just say that?
Yeah.
Finding out at an earlier age, you know what I'm saying, than most men do. And so everything that went through with that situation, not gonna put nobody else's business out there. I've already said too much. You know what I'm saying? For the people that know, they know. I moved on with that situation. Things happened. I came into my own man adulthood. Things started to slow down, and I said, I am at the age of where I need to be taking a wife. Actually, you know what I'm saying? And that situation unfolded, and then I kind of learned it doesn't really value me or benefit me to just be nice. It doesn't benefit me to just be nice.
Yeah, 26 is crazy. I stopped being nice and fucking for real when I was like 20, 21.
Yeah.
But as far as like perception wise, it's still females that like dealt with me from fucking 22, 23, 24, 25, all the way to probably like my early 30s who like would probably still miss.
Do you think there's
what's the word I'm looking for? When
they would misinterpret you as
if they had to describe me to somebody else, they would misinterpret me like, yeah, he's really, really nice and blah, 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 this, that, and the third. It's like, not for real. Like, I'm just chill. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, I think my biggest issue is I need to learn how to go 50 miles per hour, bro.
Well, I mean, it's so we talked about this. Me and you personally talked about this the other day, right? It's when you like somebody too much, maybe more than they like themselves. It's really easy, especially if they fit. It's really easy to just run down the highway.
Nah, it's not even that. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about as far as like people perceive you to be nice because you giving out passes all fucking day. Like me, I just be like, I'm so laid back. It's like to a fault. Cause don't nothing like, bro, the amount of shit that matter to me is like a list of like 3 things. Matter of fact, it used to be 3. It's probably just 2 because Sebastian gone. It's probably 2, bro. Like the list of shit that matters to me is significant. Like you would understand, but the list of shit that like really matters to me is so small. Like the average human wouldn't even understand. So you could, when you like that, genuinely, you could be real like blasé with a lot of trivial shit. Like everything. Think about it. If only 2 things in the world really mean something to you for real, everything else is trivial. It's trivial.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan, but if the Cowboys lose, you can't troll me because I truly don't give a fuck. Not for real.
I like more than one team. So even like, look,
I'm just saying
I like 4 football teams, bro. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, if they lose, my mood is not affected.
Bro, I don't care.
Yeah, my mood.
You know what I'm saying? Affected. Like so like when you lay back like that, you know what I'm saying? People start feeling like, oh, like you a pushover, or oh, like, oh, you just like this really like understanding.
So
and
nice.
I'm not understanding, fam. I'm patient and I just don't care. And then what happens is when I say I need to learn how to go 50 miles per hour is because a lot of times before shit boils over and you just gotta crash out, you probably could control people's perception a little bit with some communication. And I think that's my thing. Like, I just won't say nothing, and then by the time I start talking, it's extreme prejudice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a vengeance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. I think that's, so I'll take responsibility for that piece. But like, as far as like actually genuinely being like just a gentle spirited, like kind, benefit of the doubt giving ass guy, like I stopped being that way when I was like 20 years old.
Yeah, I can't do that.
That shit been over with.
I can't do that. I can't.
Like even like with females, like I learned the truth about females, like I said, around the time, like probably right around that same time, like 20, 21 years old. So like even with females, I just learned that they prefer that you just give them a perception. They prefer it. They prefer like with women, they want you to act like you feel like they're the exception to all the rules and shit. But in your brain, 95% of them is the same. Like right. the odds of your black ass, actually having a woman that's genuinely the exception to most of the rules that we talking about, I was probably a little sooner than that, Big Sco.
You had to be around like 08, 09, bro.
I was around, I was with Sco every day. So he said but that speaks to what I'm saying, because even Sco being around me every day, he still think I was nice. Nah, bro, I had been like, okay, well, Sco, no, I'm not gonna say her name. When me and Shorty broke up, that was like 08, 09. When that happened, it was over with, bro.
Yeah, you saw what it was then.
Nah, it was over with. That shit was over.
You saw what it was then.
Yeah, and ever since then, I just learned that females want you to appear to buy their bullshit. You just have to appear to buy it. They could know you selling them. You just need to appear to buy it. They be most of the time, unless you are blessed with one of them rare joints. Again. And a lot of times that just be your fucking perception.
It'd be your perception.
She don't be rare either. You know what I'm saying? Like the diamonds in the rough, like the people who really got their hands on 1G, they're what, Denzel? Fuck it, like it's not, you know what I mean?
Good luck naming another one.
My pops. I think my mom, like, aside from my mom being a complainer, I mean, I think she dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Robert De Niro. I mean, it's not too many of them.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, but yeah, bro. But it's just not. It's not in our generation. Catching one of those is like, you know what I mean?
And here's the thing, though. In all of these instances where we bring up these quote unquote success stories, we're talking about people who knew each other when they were 16, 17 years old, bro.
No, for sure. And locked in.
They dated 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years and then got married.
No, for sure. And they
We're
locked
not talking about the island hopping couple that decides to get married, in Bermuda after dating for 6 months. We're not talking about them.
Yeah, but you know what used to be a real thing though, Tez, is like the concept of I only have eyes for you. That used to be a real thing. That's not really like a real thing. Yeah, that's not really a real thing. Like females and men alike, a lot of people just never really stop looking. Like they never really stop scanning. You feel me? Like they'll have something, but they still scanning. You know what I'm saying?
Scanning. Some people got more than 3, more than 4.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
In their phones, it's free food.
Yeah, but I'm saying like they'll be in a real relationship, but they still scanning.
They're still looking.
It used to be a
giving out their phone number, their Instagram when they go out.
Yeah.
Even if they ain't got no intention on giving them none right now, they still looking. It's like, dude, like I said, I worked at the bars and the clubs. I worked at the music venues. I have seen dating and married chicks go out and either try to, even if it's just the artist that they came to see, they still trying to give their phone number to somebody. Conversations with Soft Rain said exploring options. Yeah. Again, we had that conversation about options. I swear people be knowing what we
you were younger and you kind of realize, again, like you said, that person's mindset didn't necessarily grow over time. Things happen in your life that make you change a little. Things happen in that person's life that makes them change a little more. This time frame has passed, and now the things that have occurred during that time frame have changed the two of you in a certain way. And now you go back into the situation and you guys don't connect as much as you think. Okay, that situation could have worked out, but because of the time that has passed, you guys are not the same.
So to give a little bit of breakdown about this, they're having a conversation about going back into relationships with people that you used to be in relationships with, even if y'all just dated a couple of times.
And you think it's going to work out, but it doesn't necessarily happen that way. Now I'm a person that doesn't care for toxicity. I used to be a person that loved it because it was fun. I was young. I didn't have a bigger plan for my future. But now that I'm back with you, the toxicity won't work for me. So therefore, this relationship can't.
You see how she moved the goalpost, didn't you? Already. We're 15 seconds into this video, and the goalposts have already been shifted. 15 seconds in, classic. We can't make this up, can we?
All you gotta do is let them talk. That's all you gotta do. And listen.
This was one of the things Alan told me, which I thought was like so great, and I've been running with it ever since, right? And this is my take on my analogy on dating an ex, right? So there's a story, an old story where there was a woman who wanted a pig. Okay, this woman wanted a pig, and she was a very rich, wealthy woman. She got the pig, she got the baby pig, and she dressed it up in all designer. She put diamonds on it, diamond necklace, everything. She made the pig everything that she wanted, right? And then as she, had the pig, one day it started to rain, right? And she got caught in the rain. And the pig almost broke her arm to jump out of her arms so it could run in mud. At the end of the day, the pig is still going to be a pig. It does not matter what you want it to be. It does not matter what you want to dress it up as. The same goes and same rules applies as people. That person is what they are. And it's important to accept what they are, which is most likely, not all the time, but it's most likely the case that they are an ex and not a current.
It seems like, oh, people are who they are. Like the pig is who they are. Accept the pig or don't accept the pig. How about we blame the woman for being foolish enough to believe that she could
the pig could wear Gucci?
No, that's what I'm blaming.
Okay,
Or not just the woman, but that woman in the analogy.
Yes.
I'm blaming the person to not understand that you can't make anybody be what you want them to be.
Right.
I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much power you have. I don't care how much popularity you have. You can't make somebody be what you want them to be. You could date a girl, you could be a guy, you could date this girl because she's beautiful, but guess what? She's not a wife. And you can't make her be a wife. You're a woman, you're dating this guy, right? And he's just an asshole. And you want a gentleman. He can't be a gentleman. And you got to understand that instead of trying to mold and change people and give people every reason to change, you just got to give yourself every reason to move on. If I had to take a
pause,
right? And this is just an education.
Yeah, the shit, like I said, bro, it boils down to physical attraction. Everything they talking about just boils down to physical attraction, yo.
That's all they talked about, wasn't it?
Like if you think about it, why are people dealing with human beings that don't mesh well with them? It's because they think they look good. They think they look good. They like the sleeve. And now they're trying to mold them into the human they want because they like the sleeve. Okay, I like this. I like this. And you happen to like me too. Now I just got to get you to act how I want you to act and be who I want you to be, and all will be perfect. And then when it's perfect, I'm gonna be bored and leave to start a new project.
Yep. Since we're talking about the sleeves, right? You being, in music for as long as you've been in music, and me being in sports as long as I've been in sports, there is a certain aesthetic that is either developed in the streets or on stage or on the field that people come to adore, appreciate, or be attracted to. And so people who are not necessarily in the arena, but want to resemble the people who are in the arena, they take it a little bit farther. And now, for example, the YN look, right? You know the YN look. I don't have to explain it. If you don't know the YN look, y'all just type in YN on any search engine, on any platform, and you'll find it. A lot of people was attracted to that YN look. A lot of people was attracted to it. A lot of people were attracted to the rapper aesthetic. A lot of people were attracted to, 2012 and beyond, they were attracted to the SoundCloud rapper aesthetic. A lot of them were just like they were attracted to grunge in the 90s, or the Hollywood aesthetic that they was putting on the West Coast and the East Coast. But if you're not really in the arena and you just portraying yourself as somebody who's in the arena, 9 times out of 10, you're probably in the streets. And a lot of women are attracted to street looking dudes, are they not? A lot of women talk, and I don't know how many times you listen to women talk, but if you are a content creator, you probably listen to women talk more than the average guy. And a lot of what they describing is guys who are mimics of people who are in these arenas, or guys who are out here in the streets doing street stuff. But here's the thing about that. They want to take the sleeve and they want to put it on a guy who works a 9 to 5. Or they want the guy who is portraying this image that they like so much to be like the guy who works the 9 to 5, who goes to church on Sundays, who buys the old ladies lunch and dinner and brings them turkeys on Thanksgiving.
No, Tez, no, that's not what they want, because he too fucking nice. They want a blend of both. They want a blend of both. They want listen, I've been saying it for years. Women want a man that don't come the way niggas come. Like, women are literally outside shopping for a make and model that don't exist. You want a man that is universally attractive to the vast make a man founder. Exactly. Yeah. You want a dude that's universally attractive to all women, but only got eyes for you, even though he can pick from hundreds, right? You want a man who is thug enough to put the fear of God in you, but also polite enough to be respected by all. You want it like this super hybrided individual does not exist. Like, I've been telling females for years, niggas just don't even come like that. Like, we don't come the way you come. Like, okay, if you want him hyper attractive like how you like it, you're gonna deal with infidelity. What? Man, blame God. Go beef with God. Take it up with God.
There's
if you want
actually
him
a scripture
hyper,
that says
if
this.
you,
The
if you
North
want
does
him
not meet
hyper,
the South.
yeah, if you want him
It doesn't
hyper,
meet the West.
but people don't understand words have meaning. Attractive. See, we hear the word attractive and we equate that to physically appealing. Attractive means magnetic.
Exactly.
Attractive.
Exactly.
You thinking it means physically appealing. No, it means this nigga's gravity.
Yeah.
He's attract. So if he's generally
his
attractive,
gravity pulls you in.
When this nigga go outside, people move towards him. And you want him to fight that off every day of his natural born life because he only got eyes for you. He gonna lose some days. I'm here to tell you, baby. I'm here to tell you, baby. He not gonna go undefeated.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story.
None of the great men went undefeated. Muhammad Ali didn't go undefeated. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't go undefeated. He not gonna go undefeated. No, I'm just saying. All your favorite ministers, they didn't go undefeated.
They didn't go undefeated either.
Denzel and his wife, Denzel been with his wife 41 years. Denzel been a fucking natural born, glow in the dark superstar for the last 4 decades straight. Do you think this dude been 100% faithful?
No.
Probably not.
No. I will say this.
And listen, it's none of my business, none of your business, but I'm just telling you, if that's what you want, that man ain't gonna go undefeated fighting nature.
No, he isn't.
He's not gonna go undefeated, folks.
So, Classic, you and I decided that we were going to go into a shoe store. This happened. This was recent, just a couple of weeks ago. We decided we were going to go into a shoe store to look at shoes and possibly hoodies. Me and Classic, I'm not going to tell y'all the whole story because y'all need to watch the streams when we put out these videos. Me and Classic had to leave the shoe store. Not because we were weak. We had to leave the Coach store. It happened twice to prove a point. It happened twice. If y'all know me in person, y'all know I stick to myself. I'm not in people's faces. I'm not the guy that's, hey everybody. That is not me. Never has been and never will be. Yet, when Classic found me, Classic had, you all right over there, Tez? Because there were people hovering over me. And then when he came and stood next to me, more people came to hover. The entire staff decided they wanted to stick around. One girl was off work already. I asked her a question about a belt. And she, I'm off. You have to ask her. Why are you still over here then? Classic looking at shoes inside the Coach store. He trying to see if he gonna try a pair on and buy it because he liked this pair. And then next thing you know, we turn around, it's an audience. That's what we mean by gravity. The girl was off work already. We had to leave both the Coach store and the other shoe store because it happened twice. And we both looked at each other and said, not today. Not today. These are exact words. Not today. Nope, not today. Not today. We got to get up out of here. We on business. We got to get out of here. We walked out the store, y'all. We walked out the store because of what was happening. Yeah, Soft Rain laughing because she witnessed all of this happen. She witnessed this in person. All we wanted to do was go shopping. Wasn't talking to people, nothing. Couldn't be inside a candy store with us. Y'all want some free candy?
You leaving out very important context. What was the common denominator amongst the crowd? You leaving out very
make me do this?
Yeah, you leaving out because it's important context.
They were all Latinas.
Latino women.
They were all Latinas, all of them. They were all Latinas.
Yeah.
In both stores, and even some of the restaurants that we were around. Look, I'm telling y'all, we could not escape. We could not escape, no matter what. We could not escape. We tried. I went outside and stood outside because I was like, you know what? Can't even do it. I went and stood outside the stores while everybody else was shopping to the point where they was like, did Tez leave? No, I'm right here. I'm walking down the we were about to go get some pizza, right? I'm walking down the escalator towards the exit. And Classic had to remind me, Tez, you're not in here by yourself, bro. He was like, I know you got to get out of here though, don't you? He was like, I feel it too, bro, but you gotta stay. You gotta stay. Oh, she said, I don't blame them. See, Soft Rain, you starting shit. She said, I don't blame them. It wasn't like we was like super made up or anything. We had on hats, hoodies, jeans, and shoes. It wasn't like a whole lot of jewelry was worn and we was being flashy and I had on 9 rings. It wasn't like that.
She said, I did. They flocked to y'all.
Yeah, literally. Like we were literally just trying to buy some stuff at a store. Y'all want some perfume and some cologne? Y'all got girlfriends? Y'all want some?
What they got to do with these Coach shoes? Shorty gonna ask me, are you sure you don't need anything? No, baby, I don't need nothing, baby.
What else did she say? She said, that smells good. Where did you get it from? You looked at her like, are you smelling me?
Yeah. Hey, they I gotta stop wearing that shit I'll be wearing.
You should have seen the look on his face. You should have seen the look on his face when she asked him, that smells so good. What are you wearing?
Yeah, that smells so good.
All the professionalism left her bones. And then I had to see because White Buddy came up later on, a little portly fellow. He tapped her on the shoulder. Excuse me, miss, can I get some service over here? Her whole demeanor changed. Yes, yeah. What do you need today? I'm like 30 seconds ago, she was just smelling Classic chest.
That shit got up on Soft Rain. We was at the Airbnb. We was getting ready to shoot. I walked past Soft Rain. She said, "What you got?" Softy said, "What you got on that smell good, Classic?"
Oh, girl, about to put her whole nose in your solar plexus, trying to. And the funniest thing about it is they didn't see this. You was just backing up the whole time she was talking to you.
Yeah, the whole time she was talking, I'm getting farther away. Yeah, I got on that. You
poked out and pushed in.
Yeah, I'm finna get the fuck out of here, buddy.
Yeah, like we had a wonderful cameraman, Jay Zilla, who decided to film a whole bunch of stuff. Like maybe one day he'll show y'all what went down, but like. Look, Soft Rain. Sure did. Man, that's what I've been saying. Like the gravity. So obviously, you know, the chat. This is where the chat is, and you know, we doing our host thing. So we have both done a full circle explanation of what we mean by gravitational pull and attraction. Okay, yeah. It's not just about the looks. It's not just about the looks. The facsimile, they understand the facsimile doesn't shoot. It looks the same, but the facsimile don't shoot. They looking for the thing that goes blam blam. The unfortunate part is the thing that goes blam blam is also dangerous to handle. They don't get it. There's a, you know what? I'm gonna save that. Let's go back into our video.
Indicated guess stat. I would say 80% of people who left their ex
he would know because he dates men too.
And double back to their exes because they thought that they can qualify for something
Whoa!
bigger or better, and they don't.
What?
And so they realized that what they
Look
thought
at
their
it.
market
don't
value
even
was and
just
what
let
they
that
thought
skate.
they could obtain, they can't. So now
Look
they're
at the
trying
wall, classic. Look what does it say on the wall? No sexism, no racism, no ableism, no ageism, no homophobia, no fat phobia, no transphobia, no hatefulness, and no judgment zone. Infinity on his wall, love on his wall, some hearts and some pink curtains. I'm gonna keep it
to
moving.
go back to where they technically belong. But like you said before, that doesn't
That's
mean that
not
person
his
is going to
crib.
accept you back, especially if
that's
your
his
ex has
studio.
now climbed the charts
Mm-hmm.
and now they're above where you met them and you're still at the same spot where you left them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important if you're going to leave somebody, you need to make sure that you understand that you're going to come back. If you ever decide to revisit, you have to be a better version of you. You have to be a more established version of yourself. You have to be a more, equipped, whether it be assets and or, wisdom, knowledge, whatever it may be. You have to have more attributes than you actually left with when you try to double back. If you try to double back and even if you're making more money, but you're still the same person, you're still the same person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So those are just my tips.
Unless money was the issue, which for the case of marriage and divorce.
Bro, 10, not even 10 seconds. Classic. Can we get 10 seconds? Can we get 10 seconds of talking without somebody once again moving the damn goalposts? This double talk championship belt must have like 50 different weight classes.
Yeah.
This organization of double talk must have so many different weight classes that everybody gets a belt.
I'm gonna be real. This gonna sound bad, but I have to be honest. I think the internet shows that it is a small percentage of women that deserve microphones. It is what it is.
10 seconds in, bro.
They say that that's the number one reason why people separate.
I want to go back and I want to tie both of your points together when you were referring to, men being able to step out of their relationship because he is the sole provider or whatever the case may be. Historically, that was the norm, right? And I want to tie that into what's happening right now in terms of doubling back, right? Some people double back after the infidelity has happened in the original relationship. You know why? Because it takes an actual conscious, aware person to understand that being unfaithful does not mean you're being disloyal.
I'm gonna have to pause it there. Is that what that means, Classic?
He said being unfaithful does not mean you
He
being
said
disloyal.
if you are a man and you're providing traditionally, if you are a man and you're traditionally providing, being unfaithful does not mean being disloyal.
I can see that. Because your loyalty is in your duty. Like for a man, loyalty is in duty. You know what I'm saying? The duty would be protection, provision. You know what I'm saying? All of those things. I don't think a man's duty in a marriage involves fidelity necessarily.
So says, say what?
Well, here's the thing. We supposed to be able to have men who are handling their business supposed to be able to have 2 or 3 if he so choose. But y'all so disagreeable and uncooperative that he can't operate like that with liberty, right? He can't just tell you, "Hey, I'm bringing give me a name, a name
Felicia.
of somebody." Who?
Felicia.
No, I'm trying to find names of nobody neither one of us dealt with.
That's
give me
very hard. Neither one of us dealt with. I don't know. We literally travel the world. Between the two of us, we've probably been to like 45 countries.
More
in every state.
More. I got damn near 30 on my own. Shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
I can't even think of one. Rhonda, Felicia, Rhodesia, Manquisha. It does not matter.
Hey, it sounds...
Watermelon Andrea. There you go. Watermelon Andrea.
It sounds way worse than what it is, chat. I
Barber
swear.
don't even count.
No, listen.
No, not even.
Listen,
I'm saying that realistically, Barber is a name of somebody. That's somebody. Let's just say that. Sometimes we call her Babs.
Oh, gee. That's why.
BB even.
This why we don't go outside together.
This is why I don't go outside. I can't even think of one.
I forgot my point, bro. It's over with. It's over.
What y'all did the classic today?
I forgot my point, G.
I blame the chat.
I'm still doing everything that I was doing for you. Okay. If I come home and I make you happy, if I take care of home, I take care of kids, I do everything. I'm the workhorse. But you caught me stepping outside. That doesn't mean I was disloyal. That means I was unfaithful.
I agree.
I still never stopped doing the things that I promised to provide for us. And I still never stopped, making you unhappy. Granted, if you are doing, stepping out because there is an unhappiness, that's way different.
I'm gonna just go on a tangent a little bit. Sorry.
I love it.
But
Thought provoking.
now, when you're with a woman, right? She's doing a lot of things to bring. When you're with a woman that you love, obviously she's bringing a lot of things to the table that you obviously need and desire. So if she steps out on you, you once said that you won't take that woman back. Why?
That's not what I've ever said. Actually, in fact, I love correcting people. In fact, the way I actually got my job at 8 at the table, the way I got my job at 8 at the table was saying that if I was doing it, especially if I was doing it as well, I got to charge it to the game. And I realized that life, first of all, I stepped out in other relationships. So if I'm in a good relationship, and most men are probably going to deny it, but I realize that most men are just going to deny it to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a good relationship with a woman and she steps out on you and she was still doing everything that she needed to do, granted, it depends on how she steps out. If she built a relationship, that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about like maybe a girl's trip. She fuck around and fuck Drake. I'm gonna be mad.
I think I did. I do remember you saying, okay.
I'm gonna be like, yo,
agree.
I gotta charge it to the game. You know what I'm saying? That's just what happens.
Bitch.
You know what I'm saying? But if you go out and you go
No,
get
I
a
don't know
Pico
what
and not a
you're
Rico, then we have an
can't
issue.
agree
Like, you're not gonna go below this. Like,
No, it don't matter. I don't care if it was Drake, King Tut, Elvis. It don't matter.
Who the hell is Drake to me? Who is Drake to me? Why do you get a Drake pass? Who is Drake to me? Bro, I never looked.
Gonna do this today, class.
Bro, I never looked up to nobody. I don't look up to nobody.
Are we really gonna do this today,
Bro,
classic?
I don't look up to nobody.
Classic.
Bro.
Did I give a Drake pass? Did I give a Drake pass?
No.
Simple yes or no.
Did I give a Bow Wow pass?
No, you didn't.
Right.
You didn't, and you didn't give the Bow Wow pass.
Everybody else in the city was giving out roll bounce passes.
No, bro, we talked about this when this happened. Look, y'all think that we in here just talking out our butts? No, ain't nobody talking out their backside up here. We've been in the streets. We've been in the game. No. The captain patch is on the shirt for a reason. The captain plays in the game. The captain knows the game. The captain has been in the game for so long that he sees it. He can call it out before it happens. And let me tell you, I did not give a pass. This man did not give a pass. We moved forward with our lives. You don't get a Drake pass because who is he?
Who is Drake?
Bow Wow's 5 foot nothing. 100 pounds of nothing. Hairline all the way back here. That's what I see when I see him. No offense, bro. I'm not taking it personally.
What? How you gonna chop him up like that? Talk about
because
no
he ain't
offense,
gonna,
bro.
Look, he ain't gonna want to fight.
Him up.
He not gonna want to fight. Just like that other Superman and Negro. I hit you again, bro. Allegedly. I do it again. I'm sorry, y'all. We running some very odd circles. If y'all don't really know us, y'all would not understand. We run in some very odd circles. And let's just say we don't always agree with people about their celebrity. So all I see is another dude.
Be like that sometimes.
Bro, I grind.
Hey, listen, I don't know what these motherfuckers do in all the other cities that they stop through. You ain't just finna come through Chicago and just think you finna run through everybody, bitch, bro, without no resistance. Gee, it's gonna be some motherfucking pressure at some point, G. I'm sorry. I know niggas like, oh, you tweak, man. Look, war's been fought over women, G. It at some point, this shit become about principle. They was shooting that movie for months, bruh.
Bro.
You're not finna hit the whole
ran
city
through, and people lost their lives over that movie. Look, y'all think Chicago violence is stems off of people hating on each other. That's not where Chicago violence really stems from. There were actual atrocities that we're done. And that is why, look, you can pick a lot of things, but the one thing that you cannot pick is the response to your disrespect. However you choose to disrespect somebody, you have to understand that you're not going to be able to pick their response. And when people come here, they start disrespecting people and think that they're going to have their response. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a physical response, because that is the best way to put you back in your place. It always has been, and unfortunately, it always will be. The warrior's mentality will persist on this planet as long as humans dominate this planet. Hey, pat. Well, you should just tell them that you don't like them and walk away.
My man gave out a Drake. He said hypothetically he'll give out a Drake pass. That's crazy. So a celebrity, that's worse than you just meeting a random dude on vacation. You know why? Because if anybody gonna be Dirty Dick Harry, it's gonna be a celebrity.
Can you answer this for me?
How does that just happen? It don't just happen. She makes a decision and she go bust it open for a celeb. You know what I mean? It is what it is. She want to be a groupie for the night. That's that itch. That's why I told you that's that itch, boy. They be itching, folks. They be itching. That's what I'll be examining for. You want to talk about vetting? That's what I vet for. I vet for that itch. I need to know, even if you successfully fighting it off, is there a part of your nature that want to be a slut? That's what I gotta vet for. Even if you fighting it off, even if you say I want to win this battle every day, but it's a part of me that want these streets. If that's in there, I'm cool on you. I'm cool on you.
You are on IMDb as well. You have also done some bit parts. And
I've been a whole guest star, Tez. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't trying to.
I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't do no bit parts now, Tez. No, hold on.
I'm saying you've had your credits.
No, for sure. I don't think you trying to undercut me or nothing.
Not at all.
I don't. I already know your heart in the right place. But I was a whole guest star on a globally syndicated television show. My parents watched me. My parents was in Thailand when my first TV appearance happened, and they was able to watch me from Thailand. Globally syndicated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No. It was a little bit bigger than a bit part. You know what I'm saying?
I say to say this.
I just
while you were on set in the same way that I was, in one of the shows, having a main role. Let's call it what it is. Let's remove all humility just for like a couple of seconds.
Thank you. Yeah, please, please, because we got shit to be proud of, dog. We got shit to be proud of.
Humility for a couple of seconds.
No, I had to do it because I know how good you be feeling walking around with your rings on and your championship belts and your trophies. I just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you how I felt, and I'm gonna see if you felt the same way. Yeah. When I went to go sit in the chair, right? You know what chair I'm talking about. When I went to go sit in the chair while they got ready for the next scene, and I see the extras, how they're looking at each and every one of us, I could tell immediately if I wanted any of them or all of them, I could have them. I bet when you saw them looking at you, you could feel the hunger leaking from inside of their bellies that they wanted you for dinner. And yes, I may believe that I'm someone, but they've been watching this artist since they were 7 years old. Just because he comes to the city, they're going to see a shot, they're going to shoot it at him. Some of them will pop him out right away. Let them know what's up. I've seen them make signs and use their phones with their numbers and say, if you want to blah, blah with me tonight, or I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? And they will make, this girl brought a whole iPhone tablet when Lil Durk was on stage at Lollapalooza. She's in the front row, bro. I am just as close to this microphone as I am to Durk on stage. And this girl is in between. I'm in between Durk and this girl. And this girl's tablet, big tablet, says, I want to suck yo blank. with her number at the bottom in front of this man while he's on stage rapping. And you mean to tell me all of these women that came out to see this man, there is 1 million women in this crowd, bro. There's 1 million women in this crowd. She got up front with this message. She came direct. That's somebody's girlfriend. That's somebody baby mama. That's somebody's wife. And you mean to tell me she wasn't the only one with a sign, bro? She was just the one that was right there in my face.
I've been doing shows for a long time. I've been headlining shit for a long time, folks.
Y'all heard it here first. What's going on this show? Without further ado,
I've been doing
shit.
Now I know you're just desperate,
Okay.
you know, but that was just to clarify.
But back to your point though, about the loyalty, disloyalty, unfaithfulness. So that is so key. When I work with my clients, I ask them, what do you want? Like the notebook, like, what do you want?
Yeah.
And many times people use this term of, I want someone who's loyal. And that's not the word that they actually, I'm like, let's Google it. Like, are we sure that the words that you are using and the attributes that you're looking for is actually descriptive of what you want? And that's exactly like, no, I want someone who's faithful.
Mhm.
Okay, so then that's a different animal. So I agree with you 100% in that regard. Back to your comment though, of how many times are we going to accept the
Yeah.
unfaithfulness? Like,
Right.
what are the circumstances? Like you said, the Drake versus the Pico. Like, what are the circumstances that are, I don't want to use that word, but
It is
right?
what it is,
Like
yeah.
acceptable. And then also in your case, you said charge it to the game if you were doing dirt, if you weren't doing the dirt.
No, I'm talking about even previously.
Yeah. in the past.
I've already did my. Listen, karma is coming. I don't know how she's coming, but if it coming, like, well, I guess it's what I deserve. This is what happens.
So you just
You know,
want to just
I done
deal
felt
it.
that way.
I know what I was. Listen, I know everything that I did in my life. It wasn't the most reasonable, right? But you know, you see to put that.
I do think that disloyalty and unfaithfulness can go hand in hand though,
Yeah.
because you're unfaithful but still be loyal to me. Like I understand what Rico was saying, like he's still doing all of these things, but what are you telling this side bitch? Like what are you telling this girl that you're cheating? Are you saying like my wife at home is a piece?
You know what? I got to be done with them for now because we got to move on to the next segment. But let me tell you, I'm gonna answer that question. He ain't got to tell her nothing because a faithful side knows her place. We got something from class to class. It's something about being the guy on stage or the field, the guy with the mic or the ball. They just lose it. There'll never be a night in your life where having your way is easier. There is nothing.
I mean, you use Drake, and I'm just like, Tez, you got like a handful of championship rings. You've been all across the world playing running back. You're not a left tackle. No disrespect to the lineman. You don't play a non-glamorous position. No, you're the guy who gets to cross the goal line and do a glorious celebration, and everybody surrounds you and pats you on the head and tells you, yeah, boy, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you lead the troops and you're the captain so when the women in Hawaii or Greece,
bro,
or Mexico,
you saw what they put on me, right?
Yeah, I saw.
They put that on me.
I know.
They put flowers on everybody else. They put the Ulapala and the tribal beads on with the turtles on them. They put it on me.
I've been abroad. I have been abroad. Listen, without you carrying a football, they love your kind. You come over there with the colors on, and the belt, and the cigars, and you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, you saw the second comment. There will never be a night in your life where having your way is easier. Then if you are the one, it's something about being the one on the platform for the night. They just lose it. Listen. I have had to, when I perform, I'm generally excessive, like extreme, like I have a crash. Like, so I like if I headline a show, right, Tez? Perform, mix and mingle, sign autographs, take pictures, breakdown. Finally, I get back to my hotel room, or even depending on where I'm performing at my house or
You had
whatever, right?
300 new followers before you left the stage.
Yeah.
I was monitoring everything.
I
You had
get
300 new followers before you left the stage.
I get back to my hotel room, you know what I'm saying? And finally like lay down, you know what I'm saying? Generally speaking, my phone is percolating in a way to where I got to decide what I want to do with the rest of my evening, bro. That shit like DoorDash, bro. Where you staying at for the night? Ooh, wata. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you could order it up with no delivery fees. You know what I'm saying? Like my shit, the phone be percolating, bro. You
So
know what I'm saying?
in Costa Rica, remember I told you that we needed security for our hotel rooms, right? So
Mhm.
so if you guys didn't know, on the Super Bowl Sunday for the last couple of years, I've played in the second most important game of football on the planet. I didn't play in the Super Bowl the last 2 years, but the second most important game in the football world was held at the National Stadium in Costa Rica, their big giant FIFA stadium. And the entire country knew, and the surrounding countries knew that we were coming. Now, mind you, not a lot of people necessarily know us personally because we're Americans. When we got there was people outside the airport waiting on us to come in so we could sign their autographs, give them cards, or any just little pieces of us that we could give them.
Mhm.
8 guys from the team got dismissed before the first practice because of conduct that was detrimental to the team. I won't say anything else about those gentlemen. Those are still my brothers.
There will never be a night where having your way is easier. Go ahead.
In the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a first for me because normally when I play football, you know, I'm going to a place. I've had my face on the flyer, or it's a game where they know exactly what's about to happen, right? And I know the people because these are football fans. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I went to Costa Rica, and there were people. I'm going to say people because I'm going to keep this neutral. There were people who were drawing my number on their shirts that they purchased for the purpose of drawing my number on their shirts. And they were making signs in the stands for me, to the point of where one of them found out where our team banquet was and asked to be let in. We had
Tez, come on, man. I ain't gonna do it. Go ahead. I ain't gonna do it. The shit you be leaving out is crazy. Go ahead.
I have to leave it out, bro.
But the holes in the story are too big.
I have to.
If they can find out what a banquet is, where else can they find out? Y'all go.
They found out where the hotel was.
Yeah, of course.
We back at the hotel, y'all. We back at the hotel. We are back at the hotel, and so I get a buzz on the phone, right? On the hotel phone. That's not a number that you give anybody. And the rooms that we're in are unlisted, so people don't break into our rooms. That's every football team that's anywhere, guys. If y'all didn't know that, y'all can't find out where Saquon Barkley is rooming at. You can't. This person, through the grapevine of the help that we use to get around the island, you know what I'm saying? Found out through somebody who knew somebody where we were. And they found their way into our hotel lobby to where I had security calling my hotel room saying that somebody is downstairs for me. Very casually. I walk downstairs, bro. Why is it this? Let's just call this person a cappuccino. You know, cappuccino got the nice drawing that they put on top of the phone and goes down easy. Sitting there waiting for me. I'm gonna tell y'all in English, not in Spanish. She said, "I've seen you play football. I like you. Can I have you?" I came all the way here 100 miles to see you. And that's where the story ends. I mean, I went back to my hotel room alone because I'm not a jerk, but I made a fan that night. That's all I'm saying. I made a fan that night.
She drove 100. She drove 100 miles to get a piece of that. To get a piece of that, Tez.
She drove 100 miles to get TezDown.
And you ain't.
I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't
Why?
do it.
Why
It would have
couldn't
got
you do
back,
it?
and that would have been
You
a
was
bad
in,
example.
you was in Costa Rica.
It was a bit, yeah,
You was in Costa Rica.
yeah.
So I know she was fine.
Oh, she was beautiful.
Oh my God.
I regret not doing it, but
I know. I know.
yeah, I
You
regret.
didn't have to
doing
say that. You didn't have to say that.
It's
You
true.
didn't have to say that. I
The
know.
man, I have to be honest. I'm a man. Just because I have morals doesn't mean that I'm
She
not
drove
a man.
100 miles,
She
Ted.
drove 100 miles. She drove from Jaco to San Jose. You know how far
Tez, that ain't right, Tez. That ain't right. I'm gonna go on record. That's not right. It ain't right for her.
She paid good money to get into the game.
It ain't right for her, and it ain't right for you. That's not right.
It's not fair, bro.
And you didn't even have no reason to turn her down. What was your reason?
I was trying to be good to the team.
What you mean? What the team got? What the
I had to
team
be a
got to do?
leader.
What do the team got to do with any of that?
I had to
What
be a
do the-
leader, bro.
What does that have to do with the team?
I had to be a leader.
What do that have to do with the
I
team?
had to set a positive example.
Wait, they said so. They told y'all in y'all contract you can't get no coochie in Costa Rica. They didn't tell y'all that. They didn't tell y'all that. Ain't no team ever been not allowed to get no coochie when they travel.
They didn't tell us that.
So what you talking about? The team?
It was-
Come
it was-
clean, Tez. What was it? Was you trying to protect the relationship back home? Because
No,
anything
not
over
at that time.
anything over 1,000 miles away from where you live don't count.
Yeah, like at that time, no, it wasn't that. It was, it was personal preferences. Personal preferences at the time.
Soft Rain said you was stingy.
I was definitely stingy.
She said 100 miles.
Yeah, I was definitely stingy that night, Soft Rain. 100 miles.
Man, you
Oh.
could at least cuddled her, bro.
Soft Rain, this man risked his life for you. You can't talk.
She said being on stage, she said she was talking about earlier. She said it's exotic in its own way. She gonna have to explain that. How is it exotic?
How is it exotic?
Cause it do something to him, man. I've been prepositioned in ways after a show. I've been prepositioned. I've been prepositioned after a studio kickback. Had some people come to the studio, listen to the mix and master of the mixtape before it dropped or the album before it dropped. I'm talking about I done had two of them ask me, what you doing after this? Well, I'm going home. I'm going home.
Let me tell you.
You sure? When they ask you, are you sure? That's when you know they sure. You feel me? Yeah, I'm sure.
So,
but they didn't drive no 100 miles.
It's 100 miles, bro.
Yeah.
100 miles. I did feel bad about it afterwards. I will say this. I'll tell you why. I felt bad. I'll tell you why. And this is 100% true on why I felt bad about not giving her what she wanted. They could not confirm or deny what her actual age was.
In Costa Rica?
Yeah.
How old were you at the time?
34, maybe? No, this was 2017. I was
She drove 100 miles. You think she was underage?
Bro, it's wild out there. It's wild out there. So look, I'm gonna show you something real quick. If y'all don't be getting no traction, this is a night practice.
Bro, you think she drove 100 miles to entrap you?
Yes.
For what?
Bro, I have had so many of like just them offer to have my children.
Right. So that's kids. I'm talking about like government wise. Like you think
so I didn't find this out till later because this was like 2017, 2018, right? I didn't find this out till later. Not her, but they don't have that law out there. Once you 16,
I
you can
know.
do whatever you
That,
want.
why you think I just leaned in and said you was in
Yeah,
Costa
I didn't know
Rica?
that back then.
But I didn't.
Like,
But I didn't want to. But I didn't want to continue
Yeah.
because of how the conversation would be perceived.
I
But
believe I had a
I was just.
1-year-old
I
at
was
the
just
time,
gonna
so maybe
say
it
in
was
Costa
protecting
Rica.
a relationship.
In Costa Rica, that ain't no.
Yeah.
That's not like a thing. Like
Yeah,
that.
I think I had a 1-year-old at the time, so I think I was protecting a relationship. But at the same
Yeah, I
time,
knew it. I knew you was on
Yeah.
some back home
yeah,
bullshit.
I think I was protecting a
You
relationship
ain't
at the
right.
time.
You ain't right, Tez. I'm gonna go on record. You ain't right.
So let me show y'all real quick. This is
ain't right.
a practice.
You might as well have flew her in and didn't hit nothing.
Ooh, that'd be even worse.
That's just as bogus. You just as bogus.
So you can see, like, there were no women that we brought to practice, right? But as you
Say
can
hello. Say hello.
see, we didn't bring any women to practice.
That sounds familiar.
What do you see on the sidelines of practice on the beach?
Trey Williams.
Is there a way for me to enlarge this on this platform? I don't think so.
No.
No, it's not let it go through. Yeah, I reiterate, there were no women invited to practice.
What's up, Trent? Team USA is live.
You see what we're talking about, right?
Hey, you guys want to be cheerleaders?
That's all y'all gonna see. I'm not doxing nobody. That's all y'all gonna see. There were no women invited to practice, Mr. Classic. That was in Hawaii just a few days ago. No women were invited to practice. I think your glasses are working.
I know what it is. I know what it. I'm well traveled. I know what it is. You don't gotta. You're not telling me nothing. You talking to the chat.
Yep.
I know. Classic know what it is. Shit. International.
International. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. International.
You ain't nothing slick. You ain't saying nothing slick to a can of oil, dog. I know what it is. Boy, I performed in Mexico. Boy, I stood on top of a bar and performed in Mexico.
Yes, you did.
I ain't
said the one prancing around with the red dress was on the prowl.
I know what it is. I don't even know how we got on this subject.
Soft rain started it.
But I know what it is.
Soft rain started it.
But it's something about being. Oh, I know how we got here. We was just talking about being on the platform for the night. Yeah, she never explained that. How is that exotic? Why do y'all just melt when a man got that, when he got that glow for the night?
It's exotic.
I'm telling you, boy.
Soft Rain, I'm gonna give you some time to come up with something. We got one more part of this segment, this next part of this segment, to tie in with this before we close the show out with chat Q&A. We got one more part, y'all. Soft Rain, we want an explanation before this is over. That's the royal we too. Let's make it happen.
The next question is, why do women only want bad boys?
I don't know.
Please, anybody can go first.
It's bad boys, but I think it's more of we like to be ignored, or I don't know what it is. Like it triggers us to be like, well, I want a challenge to like try to fix him.
Like why are you ignoring me?
Yeah, exactly. So I think
honesty.
For me,
I love honesty.
I think for me, it's more of like,
all you got to do is give him
I'm
a
gonna
mic.
try to fix you too. Like, why are you being mean to me? You know, but at the same time, I know it's gonna go bad because obviously it's not the right thing to do. So I don't know. It's a trauma thing, I guess you could say.
It's an ego thing. What do you mean you don't want me? Why wouldn't you want me?
So when you let's stay here for a second. So is it that he's not giving you enough attention, or is he just not being needy? Like, what do you mean? Like,
I think
can you
it's
elaborate?
the not being needy in a way where
the nonchalance.
Okay. What is it about being nonchalant that is it you see as a challenge?
So you try to convince yourself that, oh, they're gonna like me, or like once they get to know me, it'll be different. I don't know.
Oh my god.
or you know, I'll be the one. I'm gonna be the one. I don't know.
Okay.
But no, I guess it's just the adrenaline, just the hormones, the confusion,
Yeah.
the delusion.
Okay.
The Delulu.
Alicia, Daisy, you have anything on that or anything you want to add to that? Because I got tons of
Wait,
questions. I kind of want to dig deeper here.
Can you repeat the question again?
Why
I'm
do
sorry.
women like bad guys?
I don't know. And my friend, my coworker kind of put me in place the other day. She was like, I think that you like a little bit of that. Like, as much as you like to play, like, oh, I want a nice guy. She was like, that's what you're attracted to. And I don't know what it is. I think, like they said, it's just kind of like the ego for sure. It's like an ego thing, trying to get their attention. But I don't know, like something about getting little breadcrumbs like here and there kind of just keeps you right there, like wanting to know more. Like, like I think like Natalia said, like just wanting them to, you're like, oh, you're gonna like me, like you're gonna regret this, you're gonna want me or something. It's just that thought process. But I don't know.
Shut up!
I'm aware of it though. Like I sometimes will know, like, okay, this guy, he doesn't want me. That's what's drawing me into him. But then I have this nice guy. So I feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of self-aware with it. It definitely goes on though.
And again, I guess I think I have the answer already in my head, but I'm asking for the audience. So like, why is that though? Like if you have a guy, because again, everybody says, especially here on women, like I want a guy who's attentive, this and that, and this and that. You have a guy that's attentive. It's texting you, but then you have the other guy who's being nonchalant and indirect, but you want that. So explain to the audience, like, why is that?
Well, I guess I'm going to put this question back on you. Okay. Do you think it's because we are also maybe somewhat emotionally unavailable ourselves? And so that's what we're finding attractive in other people?
Possibly. I also think that
it's easier and more entertaining that way.
Yeah.
I think everybody wants a challenge. And I think women, especially if you're beautiful, you've been told and pursued your entire life. And, you've had guys approach you since you were, 15, 16, 17 in high school, whatever. So you've always had that. And when somebody who is good looking is just unattentive and just not disrespecting you, but just not pursuing you, that's like, what's going on here? Like, what am I doing wrong? What happened? What's up with him? I think women also love mystery. So
I think that's what I was going to say. I feel like women also, we love to fix things.
Yep.
Like, I don't know why we like to fix things. And I feel like that it goes into us with men. Like we want to fix them.
Why though? Because, many women that I coach who are like 15 years after marriage and I wasted years. Oh my God. So, it doesn't end bad. Excuse me. It ends bad. So why though?
Yeah. Guys, help me out here.
I think it's like the intention of like having that hope, like, oh, this is going to be someone that's going to like figure it out on his own. But you know what? I actually had a conversation with the guy too. And he kind of was just like, Ale, it's because like you don't understand. And I'm like, okay, well, obviously I don't understand. That's why I'm asking. I don't know like why I keep coming towards you. And he's like, I don't know what it is either. And I'm just like, okay, well, we're just going to settle it like that. So it's kind of just communicating with them too, to see like, okay, where are we? Like, why are we doing this too? Because we ourselves don't even see it sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
She just said that she was with a dude who she knew was no good for her. And he told her that he was no good for her and asked her, if you know I'm no good for you, why do you keep coming back? And that was her response, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
That's just me.
Daisy, do you have any feedback?
For me, it's been, I want what I can't have.
Oh, I think that's it.
I want what I can't have. And then when I actually can have it, I run the other way. So.
That's so true.
But why is that? We all know that's a detrimental act. We know that's a waste of our time, possibly. But why do you think inherently you feel that way? I'm trying to dig deep here. So like, help me out here.
Women act hard to get too. So I feel like guys, I don't know. They're not in the right place. Maybe they just want to deprive us and they know they got us on the hook and they just suck the life out of us.
Well, God, I mean, I hope not. Jeez, okay. That doesn't end well. But yeah, I think deep down, like I said, we do want a challenge. I mean, I know for myself, if it's too easy, it's like, okay, we'll have fun, but I'm not going to pursue it. But I do love, like, for example, my wife, someone who's witty, who's charming, who's smart, and who can, keep a conversation. I think that's a challenge in itself. But I think as the oldest person here, I think that pursuit, and maybe changing them, it runs its course and you get tired of it after a while because it just turns out you just waste years of your life or good years on somebody and it's not worth it in the end. So, but they also say, like you said, a project and changing him. They also say that's also tied to a female fantasy of like The King and I, The Beauty and the Beast, where you meet somebody who is like a hard villain or just really not a nice person, but then you go and you change them. You think that's kind of part of like your wiring and so
to make them soft.
Yeah, to bring the good side out of you. You think that's like inherently what women kind of do? Not all women, but some do.
Yeah, I think that is. That's what I said about like the little hope of it's going to change, Or
maybe we have that touch that we can do it. That we're the ones to do it. And probably we're not.
Yeah. Okay. That's so interesting though. That's very interesting. Okay. I got to do another episode on that and really talk about that.
Is real.
Maybe not change them, but maybe you just make a little impact on them.
Okay.
That's about it.
I think it's the obsession of like wanting to be the exception. Like I had a situationship for so many years. And I mean, I had a guy telling me like straight up, I don't want a relationship. But I was like, no, he's going to want
a situationship for years is crazy.
one. Like, if we keep hanging, I mean, he would hang out with me. I mean, he got all the benefits of a relationship, right? Without the title. So of course he was hanging out with me. But at the time, my mindset was, eventually, like, he's going to want me. And then a year went by, and then 2 years. And then eventually I came to my senses. Like you said, you get tired of it and you're like, what am I doing?
Mhm.
So, but I think in the moment, I was like, I'm going to change his mind. He's going to want to be with me.
Okay.
But he was just a bad boy. I mean, like, he, quote unquote bad boy, wanting to do what he wanted to do, doing whatever with whoever. And I wanted something else. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
And let's kind of focus on the bad boy real quick. So again, he was very, like you said, nonchalant.
Hey, classic.
What's up?
She's the same one that'll say all men. That man didn't lie to her one time, did he? Over all those years.
Bro, why would you prioritize the happiness and the joy and the emotional stability of these creatures if you desire to be productive in your life? The woman in the bottom screen with the glasses on, this woman said, we want what we can't have, and then when we get what we wanted, we run the other way. What man would listen to that in his right freaking mind and prioritize the happiness of such a creature? Listen to this species. I love women because we can't live with them and can't live without them. But I will not come on any of my platforms and play like I don't fucking know exactly what we dealing with. The magnitude of the ridiculousness and the malarkey that we are dealing with. These broads are trying their best to rationalize the fact that they naturally, by God's design, desire and love and revere what is absolutely the worst for them.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I like to take from this especially. None of the 4 women that he's speaking to are content creators. And I think there's ways you can tell. Bad lighting, outfits, the fact that they're all using cell phones.
Yeah.
Like, especially the girl in the bottom right, she has no idea how to be on camera, but she's
Nah.
doing her best.
Her
You know what I'm saying?
angle terrible, all type
Yeah.
of shit going on.
None of them are content creators. This is raw footage of giving somebody a mic.
He had his life. He knew what he wanted. He was very vocal with you on what he wanted, which was like, hey, I don't want to do anything serious. So he was honest up front and direct. And that kind of laid the groundwork to this pursuit. Is that right?
Mhm.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
he's telling me this.
I thought, like,
I'm
the
trying
more-
to change him.
Yes, I was like, the more time I spend, because we spent a lot of time together. I was like, the more time we spend together. And then, like, we had good times together. So I was like, he enjoys his time. He's going to change his mind. And then, 6 months came in and I was like, hey, is this ever going to go anywhere? And I got a hard no. He was like, at the time we were both a lot younger. I mean, we were still in college and he was like, I want to be able to date whoever and be with whoever. And I still just stayed around because I was like, he's going to see how good I am for him. And I had that mindset. Yeah. And I was like, I'd rather have just like the smallest piece of him and, stay around. So I learned my lesson though, for sure.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Well, that's
no,
good.
you
I'm glad you
didn't.
did that. You learned from the experience and all that. But
Go back.
She learned her lesson. No, she didn't.
Look at
No,
her
she
face
didn't.
and look at her body language. We're gonna slow it down so y'all can see this in real time, right? You can tell
No.
she's lying.
She learned her lesson.
And I still just stayed around because I was like, he's gonna see how good I am for him. And I had that mindset.
All of them are
Yeah.
agreeing.
And I was like, I'd rather have just like the smallest piece of him and,
She's
stay
smiling while
around.
she's telling the
So
story.
I learned my lesson though,
Look at
for
her face.
sure.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
No, she didn't.
Definitely.
Look at that face. Does that look like somebody learned their lesson? Look at all of them.
All
of them.
Where's Mr. McBride?
Mr. McBride, I apologize for some
No,
of your
I don't.
assumptions.
No, I don't.
Look at all
of them.
All of them on in here.
And but listen, all of them, that's where you play at. That's the Latina. That's where you dance at. That you doing the South Side. That's where you did all this. This is the world that you live in. No, Souls of Thought be talking about snowboarding. You be talking about the sandy beaches, and y'all be on me and Plug about sticking with the sisters, and that's cool, man. Y'all do y'all thing, bro. I know the venom that's on that side. Nope. You playing a dangerous game, my brother, and you playing it in your 30s. God bless you and good luck. I pray for you every day. I pray for you every day. That's a dangerous game. Them joints right there make you lose control of your inhibitions. No good. It's like being drunk. It's the equivalent of being drunk.
It's like being
drunk. Nope.
Nope.
Don't even need a shot of tequila.
Nope. I wish my homie Ye was watching, but that fool probably sleep. I
No,
wish my
he
homie
celebrated last night.
No, I wish my homie Ye was watching. It's a little. I'm talking about fine little piece of work that cleaned up the gym I'll be training in, and we be in there training. And she coming in. I'm talking about, and she that's that Sandy Beach. Just how you like her, Tez. Just how you like her. Yeah. You got the no. You said you was gonna come get some work. Come get some work. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what day of the week to pull up to. Look. Just how you. So you know you got the different.
Trying to set his brother up like that.
Let's go to the locker room real quick. So you know you got the peach, right? Then you got the cherry shaped joint. Then you know you got the strawberry dip joint. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the what's the other one? What's the other one? You got yeah. She got that like the small peach joint, but in that thing plump. She be in the gym. That thing, it got a look, it got that bump on it, and look, no waist, young but mature, upper 20s type shit. Good, clear skin.
Yeah.
Clear skin. Yup. And yeah, coming there with the Nike Combat compressions on, curled up. Yeah, yeah, Tez. Come to the gym, work the mitts, bro. Come to the gym, work the mitts. Every time she come in there, yeah, be like, hey, there goes Sean. No, not on duty. Boy, I ain't said good morning.
On.
Man, I ain't said good morning. I ain't said zero interaction, fam. Zero interaction, fam. Nope.
Yeah, here's the thing about that one.
He talking about.
The more you ignore her, the more she gonna want you to talk to her.
No, listen. It don't even matter. This shit ain't in her hands. It don't even matter, gang. This shit not in her hands. No. Yeah, talking about yeah. I think Shorty wants your attention. Ooh, hey, look. It don't matter what she want, boy. It don't matter. It don't matter what she wants.
She knows.
No. That's one of them joints. You get with her. You gonna want to be with that 4-5 nights a week. You gonna want to be with that 4-5 nights. You don't want to go to work.
You gonna waste all your time,
nigga. No, I got shit to do.
You want to go out with you? Is she gonna hit you? You want to go out with the boys tonight?
You playing a dangerous game.
No, I want to be here with you.
Nah, I'm cool, bro. I'll learn from my experiences.
Fellas, cool, I will tell you, and so I'm sure you've heard Classic say it before. Anytime you meet one that makes you want to forget your responsibility and your purpose, leave her alone.
That's the devil. That's Delilah, folks.
The devil wears Prada.
When you like her too much, run. When you like her way too much, run.
She gonna.
When it's way, I'm not saying you shouldn't like your joint. I'm not saying you shouldn't love your, but when you know what
when
the fuck
like
I
her
mean.
Too much.
When it's too much, run.
You will not accomplish
that shit
your
bad
goals.
for you. That shit bad for you. Yeah, that shit bad.
You might as well throw your goals out the window.
Your decision making gonna be fucked up. Don't do it, G. Prioritization fucked up. All that shit fucked up. Using PTO days, all type of shit.
You're not even going nowhere. You're just in the house.
Don't do it, champ.
She probably wear like a little nightgown too.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Don't do it. When you want that motherfucker too bad, leave it alone. But see, when you young, you don't know no better. You'll fall dead into the trap.
Yes, you will. Ask me.
You'll fall dead into the trap. Get your little feelings hurt. Yep. When you grown, shit, man. Listen, I know what's good for me, what's bad for me. Fuck what this flesh want.
You gotta get up out of there.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of winning. Bro, I'm a multi-millionaire, bro. I ain't got time to be playing with these
exactly.
people.
You got to get up out of there.
I ain't got time to be playing with these people, man. Yeah, I ain't got time to be playing.
Let me so we got chat Q&A time. Me and you will still be conversing during this. But things that we have learned about choices today. We have learned that you are your choices. The things that happen in your life are a direct result of the choices that you made in your own life. The things that happen to you are not just things that happen to you. They happen to you because of the choices that you made. There is happenstance in life. There really is. Sometimes there's just some shit that you couldn't have planned for that's going to happen to you. But the majority of the time, you chose this. in one way, shape, form, or another. The majority of your time in this life that we live today, you chose this. It's really kind of hard to argue that at this point, isn't it? Ladies, if there are any ladies left in the chat after all of this today, y'all finding out stuff about me I ain't told nobody. But if there are some of you left in the chat today, I would like for you to answer a question for me. How can you acknowledge that what you want is so bad for you, but do it anyway? How can you acknowledge that what you need has been presented to you? You just didn't really appreciate the package that it came in. I've asked this question around the world as it relates to finances and money. I've asked this question around the world. I've asked just about every man that I've come in contact with. If someone was to give you $10 million in a backpack, would you take it? Yes. If somebody was to give you $10 million in a urine-soaked backpack, would you take it? My answer is always the same. $10 million is $10 million, but that's me. A lot of them will say, you disrespecting me by handing me a urine-soaked backpack, even if it is $10 million in it. And I'm just like, well, I mean, just dump the money out and wash your hands. What are you talking about? Dump the money out and wash your hands. Put it in a new package. But that's not the way that these creatures, as we have dubbed them today, that's not the way they think. They're thinking, if it doesn't come in the exact package that I prayed for, I don't want the gift. The gift was not in the package. The gift was inside the package, but you want the package to be amazing.
No, listen. They can get the packaging they want. You know, they just got to take what come with it.
They don't want to come with what comes with it. They don't want that, bro. You heard the girls? Not even 5 minutes ago, you heard what they said. She know it's not good for her. She know it hurts her. It's going to damage her permanently. She thinks that she can fix him, and she wants it anyway. Even though
you know
he's
what it
telling
is, they want to feel like they won. They want to obtain the unobtainable. You know, this dude don't get nobody attention. This dude not serious about nothing and nobody. I want to be the one thing in his life that he's serious about and that he's, you know, committed to. They want to essentially conquer. They want to beat the game. You know what I'm saying? To a degree, they want to chase. You see what I'm saying? Like the good guy, the good guy don't make them chase, bro. He give them what they want. Oh my God, like I really want this. Here you go, baby. Anything for you. You know what I'm saying? It's too
essentially
easy.
what you have told me is the grown man is the exact opposite of the woman. Because grown men don't look for toxicity like that. They don't want to fix her. They don't want her to be stepping out and do all this stuff. You know, grown men don't want to play that game.
Yeah. I mean, some of them do.
I mean, yeah, some of them do.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, for the most part, yeah, a grown man that's being intentional, he done walked into a space where he intentional about how he moving and what he doing with his time and shit like that. Yeah, he not gonna want to play. You know, he not gonna want to play certain games. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's certain shit that come on every make and model, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the real. This the realization of the situation, man. Like, it's certain shit that just come on every make and model. Like, women gonna be women at the end of the day. Like, it's certain shit about them that naturally just don't mesh. You know what I'm saying? The greatest with us. You know, and there's certain things about us that just grind their gears and shit like that. Like, they want us to be all emotional and shit, but the emotional man don't make them feel safe. You understand? So It's like they don't realize that some of the shit they asking for is counterproductive to the things that actually turn them on, that make that make that coochie percolate.
You know what I'm saying? It's just true. So like, you know, your nigga crying all around you and shit and letting you know how he really feel and the world beating up on him. And, you know, he going 12 rounds with life right now and he in round 10 and he need to win the rest of these to get through. You know what I'm saying? And he, you know, he banged up. He got a cut over his eye. You know what I'm saying? He got a hematoma on the other side of his forehead. It's been a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? And life, you know, motherfuckers up against it. His nose was broken in the third. His nose was broken in the third. He took a bad shot in the third. His nose been broke. His shit been busted. You know what I'm saying? And he trying to explain, you know, you tell her all that shit, bro, she not gonna feel safe.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like some of the shit they ask for, they don't even find attractive. You know what I'm saying? Some of the worst advice I got about women was from women. Yeah,
Well,
for
they
sure.
give each other the worst
I think
advice,
I love bombed a chick because I got advice from
her friend,
a
probably.
female. No, from a female friend. Like from like a female friend. Like
and she told you
I was like, yeah, I'm like, you know, I think about doing this. I'm like, what you think? You know what I'm saying? If I'd have told a homie be like, chill, you know what I'm saying?
You
You
don't
ain't gotta
do
do all you don't gotta do all that chill. Like the bitch fucking with you, you ain't gotta, you know what I mean? You don't even gotta woo. You feel me? But instead I asked a female friend, she like, oh, I would love something like that. Ooh, like, yeah, I think you should. Ooh, did that shit, boy. Got ghosted. Ghost Protocol. Mission Impossible. Yeah, for sure. It's okay though. Shit happen. You live and you learn. But yeah, I didn't even love. That's actually how I learned about the term love bombing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Right there.
Like,
Right.
Yeah,
there.
I learned about it because I had told somebody the story because you know I'll be cool with like talking about having a real life experience and shit like that. I don't be trying to like come off like perfect and all that shit. So like yeah, I was telling somebody the story like yeah, I got ghosted by this little joint after I had made a nice gesture or whatever it is. Like yeah, that's love bombing. That's called love bombing.
Yeah.
Where they feel like you overdoing it out the gates and all this type of shit. I was like, shit, I was just trying to show the little bitch I was fucking with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just trying to show I was fucking with her for real.
Yeah.
You feel me? I just wanted to do something slight, but shit, it is what it is. But yeah, bro. Like, you know, you start learning the reality of the situation, you like, oh, okay, it's a cold game for real.
Yeah.
So once you understand that, then shit, you just make your adjustments.
Let me tell you.
Nothing to it.
Let me tell you. Most of what I have learned is through witnessing or being the guy in the arena. Being the guy on stage, being the guy on the field. Like, I've been lucky enough to be both. What's up, Billy? How you doing, man? Nice to see you in here. I've been lucky enough to be both, you know, and I say lucky because everybody don't get that experience. Everybody's not the guy on the stage, the guy on the screen, the guy on the field, the guy get with the microphone in his face. Every man is not that guy.
Yeah.
So like, and I know that it is a privilege and it is a gift, and I understand that. I don't take it for granted. I never do. I don't take being here with you or with these lovely people that have been watching us for the last few hours. I don't take any of that for granted. And that's why we maintain the excellence that we have on these platforms, you know, with this platform. With that being said, we have a lot more for y'all that we really cannot do at this exact moment. But that's why y'all get so many different shows from us each and every single week. I want y'all who do know about the rest of us that have been in here to take a gander at this little graphic that I have here right now. And Classic, if you do the honor, since we got you present today.
Yeah, tap in with the subscribe to all these channels, man. It's the coalition. Make sure you subscribe to the Raw Society Coalition. On Sundays, we got Sunday service streaming from that platform. These are all our YouTube channels, right? So the coalition consists of 5 of us. The Raw Society Coalition is the group channel. So far the segments on there, we got Raw Reels, where we actually cover movie reviews. On Raw Society Coalition, we also do Sunday service, myself and Souls of Thought. Also, I think I'm gonna move my Red Room to the Raw Society Coalition channel as well, like exclusively my Red Room conversation. So that's adult conversation centered around romance and intimacy, certain words we can't use, right? Then follow myself at the Classic Codes, follow Souls of Thought, follow Uncle Plug TV, follow Conversations with Soft Rain. Y'all saw her in the chat today. And then also you here right now on the TezDown. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's totally free to lock in with all these platforms. And it's a lot of live streaming. Between all these platforms, you pretty much cover it with some type of content most days of the week. You know what I'm saying? To get you through your shift. I know on the days where... Yeah, oh yeah, and also follow my other channel, Classic Code Sports, as well, where I got vlogs like gym vlogs as well as sports content and betting content too for people who want to hit them parlays too. So yeah, we talk about a lot of different things. So just tap in with the whole coalition, man. We got a lot of great content from a lot of different angles too.
So y'all got 5 minutes to give me and Classic a question while we talking. I'm gonna let
For
y'all know
sure.
that right now. Y'all got 5 minutes and counting to give us a question. Any question, but I'll start my closing before this question comes. So chat Classic, let me know if a question comes in while we doing this. At the end of the day, you're gonna choose what you want to choose. You're gonna enjoy your choice or not enjoy your choice. But I think the major issue that most people, especially myself, can see is people complaining about their choice when they made it. Or people complaining about the deity's non-action in their choices. I'm a firm believer that we were given everything that we need. I think that all the abilities that I need are right in front of me. The ability to learn new skills, the ability to reach out, the ability to make contacts, to network, so to say, to just I am not a closed-minded person on an opportunity. You know, if I meet somebody and this person seems like they got that, you know, I call it kingdom energy. If somebody got that kingdom energy, I want to see what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? And like it might not be the right opportunity, but it's a opportunity. And here's the thing about that. Even if it's not the right opportunity for me, it might be for you. I might just be a vehicle to get that opportunity over to you. I think a lot of people don't necessarily see those types of opportunities when they come up. I think their choices lead them to a road that ultimately makes them unhappy. What do you always say, Classic, that I always repeat about company?
You said about company.
Yes. I
Shit,
ain't
you
never
guys.
got on my own nerves.
Oh yeah. I ain't never got on my own nerves. Yeah, that's my quote. Yep. I ain't never got on my own nerves. Yeah, I like being alone. I ain't got to be alone infinitely or permanently, but I enjoy my alone time.
You get a lot done by yourself.
For sure.
Just keeping it real.
For sure.
I'm gonna go. I'm not even gonna go on a limb and say it. I choose my company very carefully. I choose who I spend time with. I wasn't always like this. I used to just go and hang out in groups. That was mostly like 14, 15 years old before I realized I can't hang out in all the groups. I don't even want to be in all the groups. I don't even like all the people in the groups. But I choose my time. I choose my places. I choose a lot of my opportunities, if not every opportunity. And then I make sure to choose what chooses me. It definitely makes things better for me in this life. I guess we don't have a question of the day because the chat didn't ask us one. You got a question, Classic, that maybe we could do?
Off the top of my head, not really. Are you shit? How you feel about February 13th?
Dude, I am beyond excited. Like, there is Hall of Fame energy surrounding this thing. There's Hall of Fame energy surrounding this. There's no way we can fail. It's just like, even if none of and this is nothing against nobody else, but even if it was just me and you, there's no way we can fail. There's no way we can fail.
Nah. It's gonna be dope.
She said, what is a green flag you previously ignored in your past that you now look for? If this is a green flag, I would say that I used to ignore women who were too clingy. And by clingy, I mean always wanting to be with me, always wanting to do stuff for me, always wanting to be right there next to me, wanting to be up underneath me. I ignored that a lot in the past. I don't really ignore it anymore. I pay attention to it. I'm not saying I honor it. I'm just saying that I don't ignore it the way that I used to. I think a woman liking me more than I like her was a huge green flag back in the day that I ignored. There was plenty of women that liked me a lot more than I liked them, and I just didn't give them as much attention. Like I said, sometimes if I like somebody too much, it's not good for me. Billy says, how do we get more kids into exercise? Take away their phones and tablets. Classic, you want to answer Soft Rain's question at all?
I was trying to think. The last one you said was a good one, but I don't know if it applied to me. When you said women liking me more than I like them, that's a green flag that I ignored. I think that's a green flag that I learned about, but I can't say I really experienced that. Like oftentimes the females I like me back, but it was one of them situations where, how do I put it? Like, the females I like me back. You know what I'm saying? And they would deal with me to the capacity that I wanted to deal with them. But I don't know. Maybe I just liked, I don't know what it was. Like it was, I'm trying to think. Cause you said females liking you more than you like them. I think that's important. Because that's how you end up getting your respect without having to demand it.
Well, I gotta ask a question. Are we getting the classic codes today?
Nah, hell no. Nah.
Okay, so I would suggest this.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
When the next classic codes, why don't we have that be your question of the day?
Yeah, I gotta come back to that one because I'm trying to think how that ever happened to me.
Soft Rain said, exercise with the kids. Because Billy asked the question, how do we get more kids into exercise? Put your kids in sports, number one. Don't give them a choice. Put them in sports. They will learn to love exercise. They will learn to love competition. They will understand what it means to be a winner and or a loser. And it will carry forward in their life, regardless of whether they choose to continue sports or not. And when I say put your kids in sports, start them at 5 and 6. Put them in t-ball. Put them in tumbling, gymnastics, competitive cheerleading, whatever you got to do, soccer, whatever, basketball. If you think if you can watch 6-year-olds play basketball as a parent, put your kids in basketball. If you got tall genes, put them in basketball. If you have longevity, put them in baseball, because baseball is a very long oriented sport in every sense of the word. Everything about baseball is long. Everything. Shoot, you get 3 strikes, but you be at bat for 5 minutes sometimes, just keeping it 100. No problem, Billy. Soft Rain says she's excited. It's going to be awesome and monumental. It's going to be one for the ages. It's going to be revolutionary. All the hyperbolistic words that I can use, I can and will use them, because that is the energy that is surrounding the event. You got 5 personalities coming together with 5 different takes on things, as well as a concert by B-Class, aka Classic, aka my boy. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fantastic. And I get to MC again. Y'all ain't seen me with a mic like that. Y'all seen me turn people up before. Watch how I do it on stage with this man. I'm excited. Billy said, thanks. Classic, what's your tagline you always tell them?
Stick to the codes.
This has been TezDown. Hopefully y'all got some information that y'all needed from us. We not done here, y'all. As y'all can see, this could go on for another 3 hours, but we got things to do today. Y'all tap in with the rest of the coalition on RSC channel. Make sure y'all check out Souls of Thought, his channel on YouTube. Go ahead and check that out for the No Middleman podcast. Check out Uncle Plug TV and Conversations with Soft Rain. There's a whole lot of content that's been dropping. Y'all interact with those reels. Interact on TikTok. Interact on Instagram. Go ahead and blow this thing up, because we will surely do it for you. We appreciate Chat 333. As he said, stick to the codes. This has been 24. I'll see y'all in another 24. No Middleman is tonight, 9:30 Eastern. I'll put that up there before we get out of there. No Middleman tonight at 9:30 Eastern. That is 8:30 Central. Y'all check in on the Souls of Thought channel on YouTube for No Middleman. We out here. We out.